Good morning, God. Thank you for today. Please grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen. Good morning, world. Good morning, America. And good morning, you mother cluckers. Let's make today a good day. We're the ones in the driver's seat.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the fray, and the home of the brave? Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. This land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the fray, in the home of the
What's up, everybody? Let's see, Scat Pat, Camel Carl, Wolverine. Let's see, seeing Miss Billy Savagely. Hope everyone is doing A-OK. Happy 4th of July. What's up, Mr. Matt? How are you this fine, wonderful, fantastic 4th of July? Hot damn. That's it. Straight from the words of the rooster himself. He said, let freedom ring. What's up, Wild Dragons? Dusty country roads, big dusty, little dusty. How are y'all doing? How are y'all doing? Hey, I just figured I'd sit here and start the Friday off with you. Happy 4th of July. Miss Teresa. Morning, morning. Wait, did I see somebody said Miss Loretta? Miss Loretta? Man, I guess I better pick up the pace. I look away for a moment and bam. Roni, I think I caught you. So I think I called everybody. So good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening. Happy 4th of July. Happy birthday, America. That's what's up. So, I don't know. Hopefully everybody's got something cool planned for today. If you are going to be in crowds of people, pay attention to your surroundings, have fun, and enjoy yourself, but just be aware. Excuse me. I got my little canopy set up. I'm going to do tomatoes today. I'm not transplanting them this morning, but I'm going to let them sit out here until this afternoon. And when the shade hits over here, then I'm going to transplant them. And they're doing pretty good. I'll get you up close here in just a minute and I'll show them to you. Thank you, Teresa. And yes, Loretta, please be extra safe out there. Heads on a swivel. How is everything, Miss Loretta? Is you staying strong? Man, oh man, oh man. Oh, thoughts and prayers, ma'am. I hope you don't get mad at me and take this in with ill content. I don't mean it, but just know that she's at peace now. So while it's rough to deal with, but you can find solace in knowing that she's at peace now. You know, that's kind of what I had to do with mine. You know, the time has come. You're missing me when I'm gone. Yes, ma'am. I thought about turning my speaker up a little bit more and waiting for somebody to come out to give me the stink eye from somewhere or drive by on their little mule because they can hear it through the woods and just kind of laugh and go, I have to listen to that stupid dog over in there that barks at everything that moves a leaf. I had a run in yesterday with the Church of Latter-day Saints at this house across the street where what I can only assume looks like illegals are living. I this truck come flying on, and then it shoots past and pulls over on the side, and it's like, what the hell? And then we watch these two guys in their nice little, bleached white shirts get out. And then they start walking back up the street to go to that house over there. And then I hollered at them, going, "Excuse me, first off, this is the 4th of July. We're going to have kids all out here all weekend. And this is a little private road. You don't come flying down this shit." And then I said, "And by the way, isn't it kind of weird how y'all are going down and parking two houses down on the opposite side of the street in front of somebody else's house?" And this dude looks at me and goes, "Oh." I said, "Oh, does that sound rational?" Yeah, Church of Latter-day Saints. Just another tax-funded NGO that's throwing money into the mix to create the problem even worse. Pamela and I scored a nice boombox and Coleman grill off the side of the road. We be jamming. Be jamming. Was that the one you were cooking on? That little fold-out Coleman? Was that what you was cooking on? I will tell you, it's funny because and you brought up Coleman. I have a Coleman grill. Actually, I ought to take you over to that. So is yours the dome style that has like the cage around the center part, and then it has your little cooking bed, your coal bed, and the legs kind of like slide out so that they can all be disassembled? Is that what yours does, Carl? This is going to be such a trip. Wild Dragon says, "Just put a boom box in my wagon. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, shakalaka." I need to show this one to Carl. See if this is like his. PJ, morning, morning. Happy 4th of July, all you mother cluckers. Hopefully, everybody here lives in the land of freedom, the Republic, United States of America. Carl, are you still here? You hadn't said anything. Yeah, let's see. I'll show you the plan. No, that's what I was going to share. I was actually, what's up, Brad? Morning, morning. Happy 4th of July. I'm going to show you my independence, my freedom from this chair that I was put in 9 years ago. Yeah, I had to do my benefit letter, my Social Security thing, and then that's when it's like, oh yeah, that's when I got put in this chair. What's up, Pilgrim? Morning, morning, morning. Amen, Loretta. May God bless and keep America. I'm not in top chat, Carl. I'm pretty much I'm in the only chat because one thing about this side, there's no option for anything. So I'm in just the chat. I don't know where it puts me. Okay, let me turn that down just a tad. All right, let's turn this. Alamo getting it, son. All right, so now, hey, looky here. Oh my God, I can say this and I can mean it when I say it, but hey, let's walk and talk. Hot damn. All right. So there's that's my tomatoes. That's some of the bigger ones. Doing pretty good. Got those. And then I got these two. So that's six. And then check this out. I don't know what's up with this, but this one here fell over one day on its own. And ever since, it's just kind of stayed like that. It's not dying off, but it ain't growing like all the others. And so that's kind of rather strange. And then these are some one by ones that I'm going to use to create a canopy up here. Oh, okay, now thanks, Dusty. They're growing big. No, not a new doghouse. Thank you, PJ. Thanks, Skit. Morning, Tuck. Morning, morning. Making phone calls to the doctors again. Uh-oh. Let's see, did I miss anybody? I think I got everybody. Just know good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, wherever it works for you, and happy 4th of July. Welcome to America, the land of freedom, which we can get some more back as soon as we wake the hell up. But hey, today's not the day. All right, now let's see what else. Oh, I was going to show Carl. I was going to, it's a little longer walk, but we're going to go. We're going to do it. What's up, Double Dog? I'd take the cups of tomatoes and transplant. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, Billy. So the plan, one plan in each bucket. And what I'm going to do is I've already got the soil in there. So I'm going to take that an empty red solo cup, and I'm going to just basically clear the hole so that a cup sits down in there. And then I know I have the perfect size hole. And then I'll take it out. Well, then I figured out what I'd do is take those out and get my hands over the top and tilt them up and kind of squish the cup a little bit. And then that way I can push them down in and get it, set them into those. I also have the metal cone cages. They're just over there. But that's my plan this afternoon. This afternoon, evening time is when I was going to transplant them. Right now, they're morning time in the sun. Okay, what the hell just happened? In those cups, yes, ma'am. And in buckets, yes, ma'am. Those cups, I took my lighter and I went around the base of the cup and I put four little holes in the edge of the cups. And in the bucket, I did two circles of holes. I did on the outer perimeter about an inch and a half apart. And then I came on the inner side and did about 1 inch apart in the center. So it's got two rows of holes in the bottom of the bucket, plenty of drainage. I don't know, man. I know the last time I did a tomato, I did it good. It was going good. I just didn't know that it was that whatever the hell you call it when it only grows one time, and that was rather disappointing. Put a lot of work into that one, boy. I had it like a little bonsai tree and shit. It was going, boy, and I'm like, oh yeah. And then just like, okay, well, there you go, I'm done. And it was like, no, wait, no, don't be done. And it's like, yep, done. Oh, Carl. I'm sorry, sir. I was going to show you this grill. Sorry, just some prep work. All right, let's go for another one of the. Oh, tell you what, while I'm right here, I wish Tiger was here because then I could show her. But see, it's a fabric. It's 6 foot by 15, and it's like a fabric, so you can see through it. So it's like a fabric, but it'll keep the sun from beating down on them, and it'll help break up rain, and so the rain won't be so hard on them. But I'm going to run that across the top, 3 foot on each side. And, hey, Miss Sandy. Morning, morning. Hey, what's up, Best Life? All right. Let's see. Safety action one more time, and then we'll take another walk of independence. That's what I was thinking, Robbie, because that's what I mean. That's what it's listed for. It's for you to hang up over or hang off porches or whatever. It's designed to be a shade cloth. All right, let's go for a walk. All right, we got to follow the path. Okay, I'm fixing to say some fried green tomatoes today. Oh yeah, there you go. All right, let me set you right here. Point you right up here. So, I stacked all this stuff up. Is this what your lid looks like, Carl? What's up, Anthony? Is that what your? Is that what it looks like? Which this had a wooden dowel right there, but is that what the top of yours looks like? And then see, it's got this cage, which is a stout little heavy dude. It's got this cage that unfolds, that goes around it. And then see, this is the base, and these legs slide out for storage. Thing had been buried on the back porch for, I don't know, a couple of decades. Forgot all about it. Nope, I found a propane grill. Oh, okay. Bride guy, what's up, buddy? Anthony, let's see, what else did I miss? Happy birthday. Thank you, Miss Sandy. You know, yeah. I don't know, man. It's kind of hard to explain, but probably won't do this early again. Though I will say it takes a little bit more to get things loosened up. I kind of feel this a little bit more, but hey, it's independent today. Sorry, I ain't even paying attention to that. We're getting right back here. Okay. Now let me bring it back down. Cha-ching. Okay. Let's see. I said, hey, D-Dog, Anthony. I think I called everybody. Hey, just look. How about this? We're gonna. We're going to neutralize everything, and I'm just going to tell all of y'all good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, and happy 4th of July. Oh, thanks, Rabbit. It's got Webster, Genesis 2, but thanks to Cody, Meta will be getting Blackstone for Christmas. Oh man, dude, I love my griddle. That's today. Today's gonna be red potatoes and sausage is what I'm doing for lunch. Figure I'm just gonna be chilling. She's gonna go to a parade, I think, with her family or something. And those people don't like me, so I am not welcomed. Hope everyone stays with all the, start the, excuse me, excuse moi. Hope everyone stays with all the, so wait a minute, what are we going with this by? Hope everyone stays with all the hands you start the fourth with. Oh, got you. Never mind. I had flashbacks. It's like, oh yeah, it is that day. For some professions, this is an active day. For a couple of them. Yeah, that's pretty much. I said that decades ago, Rabbit. I don't sweat it. Well, thanks, Billy. So, Joe, hey man, you know what? Happy 4th of July, America's birthday. I'm feeling awesome. Things are going good. Tomato plants growing good. Chicken's doing good. Life is good. How are things on your end? Okay, see, that's blasphemy, Billy, but I'm gonna let it slide. I'm just letting you know that's blasphemy, but I'm letting it slide. Okay, just so I want to be up front. Just letting you know that's that's blasphemy. So thank you, Dusty. Thinking chicken salad. Okay, so see, you're gonna grill the chicken, right? Aren't you gonna grill the chicken? Sun's up, beautiful day, awesome peeps. Can't ask for much more, right? Logan got to make breakfast. Boy, look at you, Teresa. Get them pancakes, fried eggs, and some bacon going. Chop, chop. Well, wouldn't let me post. Maybe it's because I said fireworks. Oh, yeah. You were encouraging the retardedness, and I guess they're trying to protect them. Union work, glad to have a day off. Yeah, I have a son in law that's with the the welders union. He's down. Actually, he's down in Cape Canaveral right now. We're doing a cookout. Oh, look at you. Shame on me, corner bull bound. Nobody's ever put Billy in. Well, Billy put Billy in the corner because Billy had to be sacrilegious and say blasphemous things about grilling. And that's okay. Because wait till you have a Blackstone at your disposal, and metal can have so much fun and enjoyment. Not you, because see, this is PTSD for you, because this would be like reflections on being a chef. So that might not be the same meaning, but for a guy, it's like, oh, the griddle. Yes. It's just very cool. That's all I can say. Very, very cool. Pancakes and sausage. Friends and family time needed. There you go, Sojo. Tough. It's summer. I don't cook. It's not about you. It's about metal being able to go out and take that cover off that Blackstone and be like, yeah, buddy. It just, it's a motivational tool, man. This is therapy, and this is a motivational tool. So now, are you trying to not be therapeutic and encouraging and helpful? I mean, fess up. I'm just saying. Scrambled eggs and the rabbit that was in the garden yesterday. Right. Multi-purpose. Grilling is a man cave stuff. We the people. That's all we got. Right, so Joe? Man cave just sounds wrong. And isn't it funny how women refer to it as a man cave, and then you have all these comic stories of back when cavemen used to grab them by the hair and drag them back into the cave, and somehow they're the ones that always reference the man cave. Hell, we just call it the shop or a garage. Then it got recategorized to a man cave, and it's like, are they having flashbacks to the caveman days, Neanderthals getting cutting and then dragged back into the cave? It's crazy, cray. Right, Dusty? There's just something about the Blackstone. It's like, man, it's like fishing. I mean, yeah, there's people that are just like, oh, I just want to cast no. But then there's people that they get fishing. Fishing's not always the catching; it's the process. It's the whole thing. It's like smoking a brisket. It's not just the brisket at the end; it's the whole journey. Well, griddles are that way. It's not just the food that comes out; it's the journey to the destination that matters. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Don't shoot the messenger. Right, Sandy? A little hair pulling can be fun until you run out, and then just, well, shit. Right? See, Braga got a garage. Sojo got a shop. See, it's rescue caveman used to drag him by the hair because if you drag him by the feet, you kill him. Oh, Lord have mercy, D-Dog. Lordy. Billy said, oh, my hair's too short. Better not grab my hair black eye time. Man, I had a saw get me the other day. Let's see. I think that was right. I don't know. I didn't notice it until, or was it that spot? It might have been. Oh, it was. It was that spot. Well, I was cutting one of them damn boards and little since they're holding that little chunk of wood come around, it's a padow. I was like, well, shit. Grace on me. I was born free. I have a deck. Does that count? And he did an awesome job on that deck. I like his handrail. The deal he did, I think that was very cool. You know what they say about bald men? Uh, right, Carl? It's not a bald spot. It's a solar panel. Counts for something. Yeah, a financial investment. It's a house attachment. Actually, you know what? I I get I get guess you could say happy and then I kind of self accountable because boy, I sure have let everything just go down. I didn't realize just where I went off the deep end 10 years ago. Like, and I like the importance of positivity, you know, and motivation and encouragement. That plays a big part. And then your mental state plays a big part. My uncle has a little tattoo on his head, Cindy, of a man pushing and push mower with grass line. Somebody call wake up kiss off. That's employment for me. I wonder how Chuck's doing. Is Metal doing all right? By the way, Billy, is he feeling better? That's so funny. Uh, so is it a gas powered push mower or is it one of those old school blade push mower styles? No, we sleeping those right. You know. Chuck is being a baby. That's up there. Middle is being good. Well, that's good. So, do they know what caused that, Billy? Well, I mean, I guess that ain't right for me to ask you about Metal's biz, but hopefully he gets to feeling better, and hopefully they tell him what might have been the potential cause, and then he can fix it or prevent it. I think I'm gonna have a bonfire tonight in my fire pit and watch the fireworks from my backyard. There you go, Miss Sandy. Yeah, the fire department's gonna fire some off the lake, and they'll probably do it off of this back lake right here, so we'll be able to just watch it from right here. Gas powered, it's small, right at the crown on top. That's funny. It's amazing the things that we do when we have these moments in life and we have these funny little moments. That's mine. I had that one. That was patience my ass because I was actually being told to have patience a lot. Just be patient. Just be patient. You know, just take it easy. Be patient. Take it easy. And then just one night happened to hit me just right and be in the right place and been like, yeah, hey, you want to do that one day? Or, yeah, all right. Patience my ass. And it usually finishes out with something else, but I didn't put that part. Pamela and I make our own fireworks. Wow. Well, that's kind of what couples do, Carl. Just saying. Sparky. It was caused by his. Oh, shit. So, what is that just another reason why you shouldn't be messing with the jewels? I will just need to turn music up loud to keep my dogs calm. Oh, I know, man. Rudy's totally cool. He's chill. He's got it. He's kind of grown up. He doesn't get, if I don't get excited, he doesn't get excited. So if he wonders, he just kind of looks at me and then puts his head back down. But Isla, on the other hand, that dog, dude. Yeah, that's something else. That dog, it just, if the way the house creaks because of the settling, she'll just like randomly just look and start barking towards the wall, or and it's like it was just the house popping. It's okay. No, they stitched him wrong. Oh wow. So did they open the flow back up now? Hey, that might he might pick up 10 years. He might kind of regress a little bit now. Get him some energy, some stamina, some testosterone. I wonder what that does. I have always wondered. I don't know. I worked with a guy that went and had a snip done, but I don't. I never. We never really talked about day to day life before and after. So there was really no comparison. He's like, "Oh no, it's no big deal." Yeah, what Vasquez about to said when he had his stroke, they couldn't find a cause. Was caused by that. Ah, gotcha. Damn it. Well, so they fixed it though, right? They didn't just like band-aid it. They corrected what was wrong. Like so now he's good. Now you will call it something out on my nervous, so he wants to bucket it. PJ's cooking and listening, then going to hang out with a few friends, grilling and fireworks. Oh, you said the grilling word. Ooh, Billy's gonna get you now. Just picking, just picking. Glad my doctor knew what he was doing. I'm just glad every time I had that idea, it went away. Hopefully, we'll know. See doctor on 7-Eleven. Damn. As soon as I read that, I'm thinking of a Slurpee or something. I guess it's the 7-Eleven reference, you know. Canadian doctors just said, "Oh, I haven't grilled out here in a couple of years. Got boring just grilling for myself." Well, I gotta say, I love my little Blackstone griddle. That thing is cool as all get out. About the only other thing besides that I like smoking briskets or you know stuff like that. I smoke meat because I like making the fire. It's my zen moment. Oh man, I love doing a brisket just solely because I love getting up about midnight, 1, and I'm sometimes I already have my little kindling stacks made up, and then I just kind of get it all ready, light my little bit of wood, start watching it burn, drink my coffee. You watch it, and then slowly it's getting bigger. Now you got your good bit of coals, and then now comes the brisket. And then you just kind of sit there and you watch the little fire and watch temperature drinking coffee. And then after about 6 hours, you can kind of take your little nibble, see how it's coming. And then after about another 6 hours, you're good to go, son. Smoke that bad boy for about 10 or 12 hours. I have to be done there by 5. Right. Sandwich for you having Miracle Whip with chips. Ooh. Now, I used to like Miracle Whip. I used to like a lot of food until I don't know, man, the way things are nowadays, some things just don't look the same. We were talking about that the other day. It's like cereal. Neither one of us eat any cereal anymore because just about anything you pick up says bioengineered is in it. And it's like, oh, man, just not into the bioengineered, man. They have lost all trust with me. 3 days no work. I'm going to recharge. Hey, right on. See, happy man. Love, grace, peace, joy in Jesus' precious name, dear brothers and sisters in Christ. Amen, Kush. Happy Friday, sir. I know you're not over here, but it's America's birthday. Happy 4th of July. Dukes all the way. Young and Mayo, that's good. That's kind of where we're at nowadays, Miss Sandy. Alamo says, yeah, see, that's about where we're at nowadays. Oh, and look, Rev says, I bought a couple more jars of Miracle Whip yesterday at the Alamo store. See, they're even trying to get rid of it. It's like, hell, the more they eat that, then they won't, with less we got to deal with them. PJ, I know, but as long as it's cracking, he don't care what he's eating. Homemade mayo and Duke's mayo number 2, right? Handmade mayo sounds sus. Carl, Billy, I know. And then, oh, look, Rabbit says, I disagree with that, Billy. I want to dine them too, but I digress. Well, you got to be careful going fishing because, sometimes it seems like fun, but you got to look at the quality of the water, the pool the fish is coming from because looks can be deceiving. And then all of a sudden you find out that, oh, wow, it was really cool and that was an awesome looking pond, but it's kind of stagnant. So this is some nasty tasting meat. And so, yeah, this was bad fish. And so just being, that's why it's, I know how to cook. I'm all running, son. Tending to biz. Well, it looks like we're with a chance of rain today. It's looking pretty overcast because hell, the sun should have done crested the trees right there. Can I put up pic of us? Oh, Rabbit, she's young. She wants to put a pic of y'all up. Did y'all take a team shot at the meetup? I don't know why I woke up at 5:30 on a day off. What the hell is wrong with me? You know, whenever people talk about guns and stuff, everybody acknowledges muscle memory, but you do understand that that partakes in getting up and doing things too. So your brain would still say it was time to get up. Carl, you want me up here? You want the link, Carl? Let's see. Come on. There we go. All right. That gets closed now. Yeah, there you go. Or if somebody wants to hop up, if I know you, it's cool. Sure. Good for a laugh. Oh, yeah. Give me some George. Ah,
I've had choices
since
since
the
the
day
day
that
that
I
I
was
was
born.
born. Every voice that told me right from
Yeah, and the
wrong. If
freaking
I had
chickens,
to
man.
listen,
I got to go in there and mow that damn thing.
no, I wouldn't be here today. Living and dying with the choices I've made. I was tempted.
But my hair was a
An
mess
early
that
age,
day.
I
Oh
found
no,
the
Rabbit.
right.
You were such a mess. I'm away, I'm living and dying with the choice. Alrighty, Savage says, alrighty, time to sit for a bit. I'm eating chorizo and eggs. I have to eat eggs at least twice a week, otherwise they pile up. Go right, right, Savage. Listen, I wouldn't be here today, living and dying with the choices. Quiche. What about quiche? Isn't that kind of like a fluffy egg? Oh, is that some? I don't really know how rainproof this thing is. I don't think it's very rainproofy. It's shady, but oh yeah. Oh man. This game of life I play, living and dying with the choices I've made. I've had choices since the day that I was born. Every voice that told me right from wrong. If I had to listen, those don't need to be in the rain. I don't think they'll, because the green cups don't drain much. Those green bases don't drain. That's kind of like one of those cans, so they don't need to be collecting that kind of water. Eggs are good for the brain. Choices I made. I have a Coleman jet. That's going to run in a big square Coleman plate. Oh, look at you, Roni. In storage, really. Oh. When was the last time you had it out, Roni? When was the last time you had it out? There's one thing about them gas stuff, you got to watch the O-rings. On a lot of those little connectors, the gas type connectors, it's good if you take some Vaseline and you put it on the seals on the rings, the rubber rings, and they last flexible longer. Otherwise, they'll dry rot. And then you got to hook it up, and you realize that you're sitting there leaking a quarter of your gas out because the seals leak. Hasn't been used in many years. Oh yeah, I would check. I would just at least pull it out, and you could kind of go around any of the rings that you can see. And I mean, with the gas, you get the benefit. With like a propane, you get the benefit of not having the breakdown of gas and build up in your bowl type of float bowl, but and cleaning up clogging jets. But at the same time, then you got more concern with the O rings. Oh, hey, there's Carl. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, Rescue?
Shoot, happy 4th of July, sir.
Make it a rebellious Independence Day. That's what I say.
Right?
No, I was talking to the grill, man. This is what I got. Found that on the side of the road.
Oh, yeah, I'll do your full screen. Turn
It's
your
just
phone
one of them,
sideways.
it's one of them
Bam. There we go.
propane Coleman grills. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah. There we go. That's cool. Hell yeah.
It works. I mean,
Oh,
how
dude,
can you
that's like perfect.
yeah,
You got your little warmer on the
but
left
not
side, then
that.
you got your little skillet one on the right.
Well, look at that. That was free
Oh,
too.
look, got your old school cassette player.
Hey, I got me a cassette. I got me a Ted Nugent Weekend Warriors cassette I already listened to.
Shoot, man, you can throw that bad boy, throw some batteries in that thing and throw that up there on your shoulder. You'll be like the old days, son.
I
You could just
already
go
got it, man.
bopping down the road then. You got your
Dude, I
boom
went to
bop.
the dollar store and bought 6 C-cell batteries, so I'm already styling.
Bam, styling and profiling. Look at Carl go.
I mean, I even got the kitchen sink. You see that? I even,
Damn it. Somebody really did have that bad of a day that they threw out even the kitchen sink.
I know, right? I got
Usually it's
3
everything but
chairs.
the kitchen sink. Somebody said, to hell with it, I'm all in. Throw the kitchen sink too.
Well, all right. We went to go have a picnic Wednesday, right? And we got our picnic, we got our hot dogs cooked and everything, and then a storm hit.
Oh, hell.
And we stuck it out, and then we went to the beach and had the whole place to ourselves, which was even better. And then on the way home, I saw a pile of stuff on the side of the road. I passed it, and something told me to go back. All right, and I went back, and I found all that good stuff. And just as I was loading the truck, man, people started pulling up and picking through that stuff. I figure, okay, I had enough. I'll let the rest of them go through it. But man, good day.
You just
Wednesday
having
was
to
a good
time
day.
that just right before the people that were probably like in their routines are probably, well, it's probably could go by and check. It's that time. Let's go check. And then it's like, oh, man, that dude's already going through it. He's getting all the good shit.
I don't have a fly fishing rod, but I got a nice fly fishing rod case now. If anybody needs one,
Oh, hey. Is it for a collapsible fish rod, or is it for a full length one?
it's for the collapsible one. Some kind of like hard shell nylon zipper case of some type.
Oh, you might could modify
Rapala.
that
I
into something else.
recognize it. Well, I saw the Rapala logo on it and knew it was something to
Oh,
do with fishing. So
dude, I think I don't, out there in the building, I bet that I've got. Remember when you'd smoke Marlboros and get the Marlboro points, and then you could go get like a fucking hibachi grill, or get that Marlboro cooler or whatever. Well, I got a Marlboro. They sent me a Marlboro fishing kit one time, and it was it's black nylon rectangle kind of case. It has the Marlboro logo on it, and when you open it, it's got the whole little rod. It's got the place for your little bobbers and little wind up string. That's still out there in that damn building. I think, unless somebody's done jacked it. I do have kids. And when you have
yeah,
kids, it's
I know
amazing how your
exactly
tools
what
that
you're
never
talking
grew
about,
feet
man.
at the store, all of a sudden, when you have kids, your tools all of a sudden grow feet. What's
I,
up,
I
Blackbird?
remember the I remember the Marlboro Miles real well. Rescue. Here's the grill that I usually use. It's called a Son of a Hibachi. All
Yeah,
right.
there you go. I remember those.
And this thing rocks. I had one back in the '70s. I used the crap out of it. And you can, even when it's got coal still burning, you can fold it up like a suitcase and use it like a heater. All right.
Yeah.
It all seals up and stuff. It's all cast iron. And
Hell
man,
yeah. Morning,
you pick
Blackbird.
some branches up out of the yard, throw it in there, you're good to go, man. That thing rocks.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I saw
But
you cooking on that. I thought that was pretty badass. Happy 4th of July, Miss Blackbird.
that thing rocks, man. Now that Marlboro Miles, when that was happening, rescue, I was working at a bar, and I started collecting them Marlboro Miles up that were laying all over the place in the bar, and somebody gave me 2 trash bags full of
Oh,
Marlboro
yeah.
Miles. I'm talking
Oh, that was the thing.
thousands. All
Yeah,
right,
that was
I'm
the thing
talking
back then. That's
thousands.
how it was around here. People would be more than willing
Well,
going, oh, you do that. So they just throw you either the whole pack, or they would go ahead and be nice enough to tear off the little part for you and throw it in a bag. And
right.
you go make the rounds, and everybody go, oh, yeah, here you go. Next thing you go, and be all right, let's see. What do we want? Oh, I don't know. Shit, yeah,
Well,
that used to be fun.
let me tell
Somehow
you,
smoking was entertaining.
rescue. I took those miles and I had truckloads delivered. All right, I had dozens of things show up. I mean, tents, sleeping bags, shoulder bags, coolers, radios,
Oh,
knives,
yeah.
flashlights, and my
Hell,
favorite of all of that stuff
I
was
still got two of the
the
old
teeth. No,
lighters.
it was the
One of the
well,
black
I
ones
got those too,
with the
but I
white
mean, I got
outline on it,
dozens
and
of
then the other one was
everything.
the chrome one.
Well, I mean, I got dozens of everything. All right,
Well,
because
no,
I
I'm
had
just saying I still got
thousands.
those two there. Yeah, shit, I can't remember what all, because
Well,
it'd be
dude,
that and
it's
the
the
Camel Joe
sunglasses.
Cool with
All
Camel
I wanted
Miles,
to
and they
keep.
would start into that. That was, I gotta
Well,
say, that was a pretty ingenious marketing tool. Matter of fact, apparently it was a good enough marketing tool that competition got pissed off and stepped in to go, hey, y'all need to regulate this shit because that tobacco industry is making too much money. So then all of a sudden it was addressing kids and no, got to take that off. You can't reward people. You can't let them earn the point. You can't do that. And
no,
next
I
thing you know,
wanted
all of a
the
sudden the poor old
sunglasses,
Marlboro
man.
man. We don't want
All
to
I was
represent
after
testosterone and real men getting out here doing anything. Heaven forbid.
All I wanted was the sunglasses, man. I got all that stuff. I gave it away, sold it, flea marketed it away. But the sunglasses, the Swiss Army sunglasses, I still got a couple pair, but they're really shaky. All right. And they ran out of them. So only got a few pairs. Now those fucking things rescue, they go for hundreds and hundreds of dollars on eBay for a set of those Swiss Army sunglasses from the Marlboro Mile program. They were the
Oh
best
yeah, I
sunglasses
can
on
imagine.
earth, dude. They had like a spring loaded center, so they like hugged your face. They wouldn't fall off. They should have kept making those things, man. They rock.
Oh, happy birthday to your son, Blackbird. I'm sorry, I just saw that where Teresa was saying that. So happy birthday to your son. Hey, it's no way. So his birthday is the 4th of July. Son, that rocks right there. That's even cooler than having your birthday on 420. Because that's man, that's badass. Way to go, man. You timed that just right, Blackbird.
I ain't gonna say when it is, but I like my birthday better. I'm great. I'm raising groundhogs, rescue. I need some recipes. I mean, some good recipes. I got like a dozen of them out here.
Well, if you ask people around here, everything tastes good with Tony Chachere's on it. So you just grill it and sprinkle some Tony Chachere's on it. It becomes edible.
Hey,
Cola
you
says,
got a
can't believe I'm
nocturnal
awake for a
creature.
rescue stream. Usually only catch them before I crash. Flip my crazy schedule. Oh, wait.
I think she's still
Flip
awake.
my
I
crazy.
don't think she just
No,
woke up.
I'm not a vampire for a while. Oh, you're not a vampire for a while. So I don't know, man. Yeah, I will. There's something. I don't know. It sounds probably corny and has the whole little, motto talk kind of thing. But there is about the sunrise, man, and being out and watching the sunrise. That just there's something about it's uplifting and it's just kind of like a refreshing. It's like the start of a new day, and it's kind of like a reminder of that and encouragement, or at least it is for me. So I guess I talk in just directed terms like that. 420 is Adolf Hitler's birthday. Yeah, there were other people born then too. Yeah, hey, I wasn't in. It wasn't my responsibility. I didn't have him. I was born on that date.
All right, I'm going to set this Gizmotron down now. Here,
I used to
can you
get picked
still
on
hear me?
about that all the time. That's probably what encouraged me to go hang out with more on the outlaw, get high stoner types because see that was all cool with them because then that was 420. But around any of the you'd get around all the self righteous people would not saying that now. I'm just saying be like because it also got associated to that pot holiday. Like whatever, man. My mom was awesome. I was actually I was a vacation baby, and then we ended up living there. She just got transferred because since she had me there, but she had actually been over here at the main office. And they went on vacation and pop, there I am. And it's like, well, and then stayed. And they said, well, we just transfer you and we'll put you the head over this there. And it's like, okay. He was born at 3:32 p.m. and we watched the fireworks from the hospital in Omaha. What a show. Look at you, Blackbird. Hey, man, that is so awesome. That's a that is just very cool. I mean, like you can't ask for better than that. You know, give birth and then that evening, all the fireworks outside you can see, and just like, man,
They're talking about poking smut in chat.
oh, hit 420 hot, right? Puff puff pace, man. Usually it'd be right, but now I got up like an hour ago. Oh wow, look at you! Ah,
Wow, Cola's joining the real world again. Actually, I miss all the nighttime night owls and nocturnal creatures on YouTube. It's kind of a drag seeing everybody go live in the middle of the night and you miss it all.
I usually just crash. I find myself nowadays. I go on and I go to sleep, and then I get up about I don't know, sometimes 3, sometimes 3:30, 4 maybe, and I enjoy it because then I have everything's kind of I've kind of gotten a little bit of blood flow going. Coffee's ready, done drank a few cups, and then I can kind of start to. You feel the outside. You feel the day starting, and I don't know, feels good.
I'm
which
feeling
I'm
pretty
just
good, man. I got this new habit here. I get pretty good weed anyway because I like the high THC. But they got these grams of keef for $3 a gram. So I've been like, my joints nowadays are like half keef. All right, they're not for the lighthearted. This stuff would probably knock your normal person right off their feet. This is a pretty powerful. It
so
makes
wait
it
a minute.
pretty powerful.
So you don't so like when you've been smoking before, you don't collect your keef?
Well, I mean, you can collect keef, but it takes forever. It takes a lot of
No, it
weed to
doesn't.
collect a lot of keef, and so
Oh
it's
no, man,
really
that's
cheap.
usually what I dump in my char. My grinder, it has a screen and catches the keef, and so you kind of sit there and do your biz, and then you just tap. Once that gets full, put it in a bigger container, and yeah, you'll just build up a little stash.
Yeah, man, but I can buy it for $3 a gram, man. $3 a gram. I buy 4 or 5 of them suckers every time I go there now.
That is
But
good.
and it's good. I mean, it's like 40 something percent THC, but the weed alone is called Deadpool OG, and it's like 36%. And then you add the key to it. So I mean, they're pretty powerful doobies. I like it.
Let's see, what is this? This is 56.94.
Yeah, those vape things are pretty powerful.
No,
I've seen a few of
that's
those.
zero. It's called Zero Zerb,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
and it's Route 420. It's legal.
Yeah, I mean, there's, dude, the only thing that is like competitively priced in this state is weed. Weed goes down in prices. There's sales
Well,
on weed.
for me in Texas, it is a very historical landmark, and that's when Abbott vetoed that bill. That then now
Yeah.
said it. It's like, okay, cool. Now we're good to go. Now that you just fine tune it, start leaving that alone, go with the harder shit, whatever. But because that's all I've been waiting on is for the light to get shined on it down here, and had enough vets speak up. We had about 65,000 vets, not counting the family members of those vets that all spoke up about, hey man, you know what? Let's not trash this. Don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. So
I
yeah,
mean,
he
you want to
vetoed
watch
it, changed the
that.
dynamics, which is still
Yeah,
weird.
Savage. I remember in the '70s, I used to get blonde Lebanese and black Lebanese hash, and
Oh
you'd
yeah,
get,
dude, get the old
if
tie
you got
sticks.
enough of it, you'd see the 24 karat gold seal that they used to apply it to the outside of the bricks of hash. That was the best hash I've ever had back in the '70s. No hash I've ever had, even to this day, matches that Lebanese hash we used to get. That shit was the best. That was the best hash.
Yeah, I saw it. Sag said, yeah, I've been seeing how that's apparently, and that's a common thing too. Now people just take their collected keef and then they have these little presses, heat presses with the wax paper and stuff, and you can just ooze that even down to a finer concentrate. And it's like,
Yeah, I
dang,
don't know, man. There was something they did. They knew some tricks or something because that hash back in the day was way better. I remember, we used to put it on a pin under a glass and smoke it like that all the time. You ever did that?
well,
Where
the
you
weed was
stick
different. Everything was ground grown back then. It was soil based, and it was actually cultivated soil, and that was
in
really
long
the
leaves.
natural way. It's funny what they call
And,
organic or natural now ain't so organic natural. I mean, it is, but it isn't like the good old
well, and
days.
they had a lineage. They might have used that same recipe for 100 years before we got it in the '70s.
Well, it's a lot of things were, I think,
Oh man, you see
just
that
better
guy? I just had
pure
to see
because
it.
you could do things out in the open because nobody was attacking it. It was kind of like alcohol back in the day. Until they decided to do the prohibition, nobody really ever really gave a shit, and then they decided to do that and with the tax and all. So it was like there's no man. Yeah, because we used to get that shit by the garbage bags back growing up. It wasn't nothing because being this close to the border. I mean, and you could get pulled over and have like two 55-gallon black garbage bags in a trunk. And all they'd do is take it from you. It was different down here back then. Now all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, you're a heroin junkie, and all these people have this wrong concept of shit because of the shit they've been told through the media. Tiger, hey, while you're here, Tiger, I was actually talking about you earlier when we were talking the other day about the shade covering I was going to use. This is what I was talking about was this stuff. So that's the shade cloth, and it's actually so old that it's faded. But that's actually it's called fabric, and it's 6 foot by 15 foot long. I got a few of these. I remembered them.
Yeah, I use camouflage netting. It's good stuff
Uh,
too. I got this white snow camouflage. It's the radar scattering, reflective camouflage netting support systems. You get that netting, man, and you get the white stuff. I put that over the truck, man. It takes the temperature like 15, 20 degrees down from being in the sun, you know?
yeah. Well, camo really won't matter for me. They've known I've been at this location since the '80s. So,
Well, no, here I am in the summer with white snow camouflage over my truck, you know? I mean, it kind of stands out. It's not for the try to hide, it's to keep the sun off.
and happy 4th of July, Tiger. Thank you.
Hey, what's up, Tiger? No, you're just talking. I had a little chipmunk just run right up. I got him on camera leaving, but that sucker walked right in the shop here with me and looked at me, left, and then came back and did a double take, like little young guy. Got some learning to do.
Well, how are you not important anymore?
Who's
And what do you
not
mean you didn't
important?
get one either, Blackbird? You didn't get what?
Who's not important? What kind
I
of
said
talk is
hey to
that?
you. Oh, rabbit. Okay, as long as it's rabbit that screwed up. I didn't know where you got to point out my errors.
Wait a minute. From what I've seen over the years, isn't that Coyote's job is to do wrong things? I thought that was his thing.
Well, but see, he set a pattern, and then all of a sudden he interrupted his own pattern that he created. He got him used to. He apparently greets them, and so when then all of a sudden he changed his mind and decided that they weren't worth greeting anymore. Well, there's backlash to that. That's just the way it works. I didn't make the rules. Don't shoot the messenger.
They
I'm just
always
kidding.
shoot the messenger anyways.
Hoorah! Well, hell, if I'd have known it was going to stay this overcast today, then I would have went ahead and transplanted those things. But I was going to wait till this evening so that I didn't have to worry about them getting hit by direct sun and then adapting to the big bucket now at the same time.
Look at Coyote. He's like,
It's one of my favorite holidays. Oh yeah, and it's an important one too. And to
well, it
think
is.
that we're right on the verge of losing it. We were closer. Now we're kind of coming back some. We got to keep that momentum. 26 will tell the tale.
Ain't out of the storm yet, are we?
Huh?
I said, we ain't out of the storm yet.
Oh no. No, we got 26 and 28 to go. That'll kind of show where the rhythm's going to go. But with this whole separate party shit, and it's like, man, that's how it got Clinton elected. Ron Paul did that and split the Republican Party, and then Clinton got in. And then look at what all that changed. Be right back, walking white, or he's walking. It's he's walking you. You dog Tiger. Did you plant any Amish tomatoes this year? If you did, how are they doing? Like where Rich go. Now I have to apologize because I did send a morning. Hate being wrong. Yeah, I know. But hey,
I tell people all
it
the
makes you a
time,
bigger person to own up to it, though, Blackbird. I mean,
every time I grow tomato plants, they never bear fruit, so I burn them, and it makes me happy.
well, I don't think that's the tomato plant. I gotta say though, you know, that is weird too because they say that they're alike, but they're not. I mean, they might be like in the makeup of them kind of thing, but as far as appearance wise, they're not, or at least I guess I'm missing something. But
Well, what it was is back before it was legal, we used to refer to it as tomato plants,
oh
quotes
yeah,
and
well no, and apparently the whole like the nutrients and the growing methods and everything they're identical. You know, as far as so it's like if you study and read how to grow tomatoes, then you could take that same shit and apply it to that, and that's going to be a nice bountiful thing. Oh
that is
shit! Check
true.
it out, Joey. Man, it is good to see you, buddy. How are you and the
Of
missus
the,
doing?
who's
Damn,
this
dude, I ain't
again?
seen you in a minute. Happy 4th of July, son. Happy 4th of July.
See, that's the trouble with having this thing sideways, man. Is you don't get to see the chat very much. You only
Oh,
see a
well,
couple of.
you can turn it back the other way if you want, if it works for you better.
Well, now I've got it sitting just right. I ain't gonna touch it.
Hey,
Kyle
do you
right,
got
man.
Pam Stone?
Tomatoes
Or,
are part of the deadly nightshade family, and for like a couple hundred years ago, everybody thought tomatoes were poison because anything that looked like tomatoes was poison.
oh yeah, that's true.
Some people say they still aren't good for you. I lost the taste for things like ketchup. Like you were talking about earlier, man. What was it? What food were you saying you used to like? Mayonnaise. But I'll tell you what, dude. There's a whole lot of foods I used to like, and now it doesn't taste very good to me. And if you read the fucking ingredients and somehow can compare them to the old ingredients, you'll know why you don't like this shit no more. Because they changed everything.
Right?
What's up, Moonchild?
Moonchild. Happy 4th of July, ma'am. Good to see you.
I've noticed, man, I started buying stuff like the most basic or country fresh market stuff. You get that and it tastes like the real food. You have to pay a lot of money for it, but you get organic milk. And that tastes like the milk I remember as a kid. It don't taste like that shit in the stores.
I know they've all gone corporate, so everybody's big in thing now is to. I got to think about that because I was watching some old stuff and like I watched my old westerns and Tombstone Territory. They're 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 kind of funny because at the since it's the old footage stuff at the end of the show, it goes into the credits where you'll see some of the brands from back in the day, like Lipton or something, and or General Mills, Cheerios, that type stuff, Frosted Flakes. You start seeing those, and you just kind of, that's when they were concerned with making something taste good, and they wanted to customers. They don't care anymore if you like it because there's enough people behind you that'll buy it in again anyway. So they've reshaped, and then they just kind of look at something and go, well, yeah, that's really cool and that's popular now. What can we do cheaper? Like, how can we mimic that flavor with these vats of chemicals that we already have? And next thing you know, they're in labs concocting flavors, dude. That should have tripped anybody out. I never thought about it growing up, but they would show you people in a lab doing flavor testings and stuff, and you just think, oh, and it's like, yeah, that's because they're really making fake flavor.
They've tried that stuff early on too. I remember like right around the early 80s. Coca-Cola changed their recipe and nobody fucking liked it. And they ended up changing the recipe again. And now if you buy a Coca-Cola from like Mexico with cane sugar in it, it tastes like it used to. But that Coca-Cola they sell nowadays in the store, that's not the same, man. Read the ingredients and compare it to a Mexican version of the
Oh,
Coca-Cola.
ketchup. ketchup, mayo, all of it, because they. That's what me and her were talking about that the other day. It's just because even the ingredients, you can look at things, and the old labels used to be smaller, and you just had because you had your basic real ingredients. Well, ever since they started corporatizing and making everything trying to mimic it with all these chemicals, all of a sudden you end up with the 2-inch label with these names of shit that you can't even say, but yet somehow this is a food that you used to eat and that you've always eaten. It's like pancake mix. I'm sorry, pancake mix. Really? How complicated is that? But yet, when you look at that label, that shit just ain't flour. That's got
Well,
words that have nothing to do with the food chain, other than its
well,
chemical vats.
you should be wearing a white lab coat when you read that shit, because
Right? Oh yeah, Joey. Been sending prayers. By the way, I guess you must have changed numbers. I had shot you some messages, but I thought about it the other day when you were live, and I sent you one, and then you didn't respond. And I'm like, okay, you must have changed numbers. I just didn't want to say nothing in your chat,
what the heck am I gonna do with this day?
huh?
Trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with this day.
What do you mean? You're gonna enjoy your independence, the birthday of America. You're gonna
Yeah,
have
yeah, I'm gonna do all
fun.
that, but I gotta get something accomplished every day to feel like I did something right. You know what I mean? Every day I've got to pull off some project, some goal, and I don't even know where to start.
Well, okay. You
Seriously.
know what your target for today is? Here's your target goal for today. You need to plan, organize, and prepare a afternoon meal worthy of America's birthday.
Oh, huh.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
all right. I've got the ingredients. I'm armed and ready for that. I'm gonna make my macaroni and cheese from scratch. That's what I'm gonna
There you
do.
go. That's the mission for the day, sir.
Well, you got
But
somebody called
Moonstyle says
Leslie
she's just gonna f
Dangerous.
shit up.
I know a Leslie, but I don't know a Leslie Dangerous.
Yeah,
That
you do.
name
That's
sounds like
Joey's
a
wife.
woman.
That's
Yeah.
Joey's wife, Cuffed, which
Oh,
was
all right.
Fetter. Remember Fetter?
Okay. Yep. What's going
That's
on,
okay.
people?
That's Cuffed is Fetter was Fetters, and that's his wife is Leslie.
All right. All right. People changing their name makes it hard to keep up.
Y'all had to go back into chat and do some mod stuff because I can't on mine. It's what's playing my music and shit. And
Yeah.
if I
See, I
do it
was
on,
talking to you when I told you were in top chat because I was talking to you. I know you're not seeing my comments. Ever since I don't have a wrench, you don't see all the shit I say. They don't let you see it all. I'm sure of it.
huh? Well, I seen you when you said that. I just now sometimes I
No,
miss
I
stuff,
made
especially if I
several
look
other
away. Like when I
comments.
took that walk over there, I sure didn't see nothing. I'm just focusing on making the walk.
I'm suspecting 3 or 4 comments I said you did not see them because I answered you while you were talking to me.
Oh well, it could be, man. Because I mean, I think I'm in my own little, not my own little special category, but I think I've been put over in some little target.
Yeah,
It's been
you're
that
in the
way with a
corner.
bunch of shit.
Dude, you're in a box with the rest of us. They don't advertise or show other people who we are or what we're doing. They only show people. You have to be led here with a link or something to be into this realm. All right. They keep all of us in a box, man, and they don't let us like mingle with the other boxes. I'm convinced that because of our beliefs and our, appreciation of days like today, that they don't want people to see us. All right, they're not going to show us. They're going to keep us in our little box. I'm convinced. I've been convinced of that for years, Rescue.
Yeah, I think I think they try. I figure who really needs to see or hear something. or that I might need to see something they say, then they're going to get the notification. They'll be the one that shows up. They'll be. That's why I don't even ask nobody to share it out or nothing. It's just do you, boo, whatever you feel righteous in doing. If it's hitting the thumbs up, hitting the thumbs down, leaving no comment, leaving a comment, sharing it, because that's the way I treat other channels. I don't always share everything out because hell, sometimes I don't even catch them, and then it just so
All right. Now that you mention that, they don't. All right. Let's say you say a post today, Happy Independence Day, whatever you say. I'm not going to see that for 2 or 3 days. They never show me a current post of something positive. They'll wait a few days when it has less impact. All right. That's
huh,
intentional. I'm sure of it.
yeah, that definitely sounds intentional. Threw that box on the bridge and burnt the bridge.
I've been paying attention. I play with the algorithms. I'll be honest. That's why you'll see me post up with just a dot. I don't have a title. I'm not. I've done it with lives, videos, any community posts or whatever. I've been testing the algorithms, and I'm convinced that they do that to us. I am.
Oh yeah, no, it's cool, Joey. Dude, I don't ever expect nobody to share out. It's like that's. I figure people stumble across it. I don't know. I don't. And I've said things that I think have been misconstrued and like and not. Dude, I got nothing against anybody that does the YouTube stuff. I just because I don't do it. I'm just coming from my perspective when I talk about it. Well, I'm not no content creator. I don't create shit. Hell, I do all the. I do good to just schedule the live and then say, okay, go live. That's why I kind of dig this little stream lab talk studio thing because it is once Michael hooked me up with the intro and the exit
Are you just fishing
deals,
for a
all I got to
compliment?
do is push a button that says go live and it like starts the countdown on my
Yeah.
end and then it launches it. And then when it's over,
Do
I
you want
go
to do
in
nothing?
stream link
All right.
and it loads up the outro and it starts playing that. So it's like,
This
but
feels
all
like a
this,
setup because I've already gone over this with you. All
I
right. You,
don't
you say you
edit, I
don't
don't
do
do all the
anything, you don't
thumbnails.
do no content, you don't
Do
do none
what?
of that, but you do provide something. And I've said this before to you, and I think you're just fishing for this compliment again because you fucking sometimes you bring me back to reality. All right.
Oh,
Because
well, that
you
might
see
be,
all
yeah, but
the,
I mean,
well,
don't get me
that's
wrong. I appreciate
appreciated.
the compliment. It just, but I mean, I can that the same side of the other side of that token is there's people that get just as much pissed off too. So I mean, I've had friends and then I've
Yeah.
lost friends. So you say things that some people go, oh wow, and then you say some things and people go, that's it. I'm not ever going to talk to them again. So
Truth
I
hurts.
just open my mouth and shit happens. So that's
Truth hurts,
like around
man.
here.
Truth hurts.
I can walk over
Yeah.
there and
But
get a handshake, or
seriously
I can
though.
walk over to that one and get foot to finger, and walk over here and hell, not even make it all the way before it's a WTF. Walk over here and be given food. So it's the same way around me in real life.
There's a very, very large lack of reality in this world. At least you stay grounded.
Dude, I done exhausted all that energy. I ain't got time to be all that dance this and that. And hell, just the past few years was exhausting as shit. But I kind of self created the whole depression. Really changed perspective, changed my way of thinking, clouded up thinking, and it just that ain't who I've been for. Well, at that time, 50 years. Now it's been 10 more. What is this? Let's see. We've got Tiger 454. I absolutely love the 4th of July. Fireworks are amazing, and the louder the better. I want to feel the ground shake. Right, Teresa? I love artillery shells. And Billy says, where's Huck? Must be with Kiss. Then I hung over and got hangovers from too much tacos. Ronnie says, I think thumbs up might still help the algorithm, even though they said it doesn't. Yeah, this it might. Only when it
I remember
rains.
when they took the thumbs down
Or it's
away, where you
younger this
couldn't
day.
see how many thumbs down you got. Wonder why they did that.
Do what?
All right, when Trump won the first time, they took the thumbs down option off of YouTube.
Oh
They
no,
did not
no, that was when
want.
Biden. No, that's when
Yeah,
Biden won.
that's what I meant, right? But to me, that was like, no, we don't want the world to see what people really think. So
Oh,
we'll
dude,
take this option away.
it was. It was tens of thousands, dude. I mean, it was like, and people had made comments. That's when it brought, I think it just, man, the spotlights all, because people were even commenting going, wow, there's not anybody had ever gotten 1.3 million thumbs down and shit. And every time, everything he ever put up. So that didn't take them long. And they're like, you know what? Just get rid of that part. You can leave the thumbs up one, but take that one away.
I know, man. That was some snake ass move right there.
Yeah, now all you can really do is go in. I think it. What is it? Go into studios, go into the postings of them, and look at the percentages, and then it'll show you how many you probably had. Like if you're at 92%, 80%, whatever, you'll know that people thumbs down you. That's
Yeah.
why I know I get
Yeah.
thumbs down because there used to be, when everybody was acting like we're all getting along and stuff, then it'd be 100%. But ever since, it's been like right at 97.2 or 97.4 or something like that.
I don't think I've ever even seen that. Is it part of like, is it on your YouTube page itself or something? Something that tells you what your.
In the studio, it might be just on the PC because see, I don't do none of this on the phone, so it might just be on the PC version. But like if you go onto your YouTube on a piece on a computer. So you're looking at it through the browser, and you're like, oh, well, you can click over up in the top right and actually go to the YouTube Studio. So you click that, well, then it'll load it up, and you can look at your content, the live, the posts. Uh,
But they give you a
what is
rating.
it like the shorts you do? All this, and then you can pick that one. Like I can click on my lives, and then it starts listing them all, and it'll show you your copyright violation. And all I can tell you is what that's where it'll list it. It'll tell you if it's displayed as public, private, or unlisted. And then you can see how many viewers, and then it'll show you the percentage and how many likes. So you might get 50 likes and you're at 97.7% thumbs up, which means, okay, you had a few people that gave you the thumbs down, you know.
Well, what
And don't
about
get me
Matt
wrong, I think
Chad?
if
He
you're in this
tells
analytics and
everyone.
you're into the whole YouTube AdSense and you're trying to make it a few dimes off YouTube, then it matters because I think that affects your. But for me, I don't give a shit. Just like the copyright violation, I don't give a shit.
Well, what about Shad's channel? He tells everyone to thumbs down. All right. And, I mean, I've never thumbs down him. I've never thumbs down anybody, to be honest. And he's
Well,
not trying to
he
be a prick.
doesn't care about Well, he does that on purpose. He doesn't care about monetization, so he
Right.
doesn't
But I
try
would
to
like
make
to
any
see
money.
what I would like to see what the percentage differences is. And you're saying that the channel you got a rating somewhere where you can see where you've been. I wonder how that affects his rating, and if that, that's interesting to me. Those
Yeah.
kinds of things are interesting.
Oh, dude, when you get onto the computer and you get into the studio, trust me, YouTube will lead you all into this in depth, everything, analytics, show you the graph, during this time of the day, on these days. It'll break this shit all down, and you can even get the AI involved to where it'll sit there and it'll help you pick topics to choose and the highlighted times and how you can get the most bang because they'll help you make money. I just Dude, that
I
was never my
rejected
intent.
that.
Hell, and everybody's heard my story. This was for music, just like you're listening to play on that thing, is all YouTube ever was until uh,
They asked me if I wanted to monetize. I said no.
the
So they
beginning of
don't
COVID
like that.
and the
They
rioting and all
gave
that
me.
took off. Then I met up with Indy, met a couple of channels, Dangerous Freedom, Ron. When he passed away, then people were like, oh, we're going to hang out. And Brian and Indy go, Rescue, you ought to go live and do it. Next thing I know, I'm there. Here we are. So, yeah,
I
I just
remember. I
now
was there. I
just
remember,
now, what
man.
within this year, I think Michael did him this. It might have been at the end of last year is when I finally got the intro video because he did it. I finally was like, "Hey, can you do something?" That's
When you and
I,
Indy started doing that, everyone I met from Dangerous Freedom, I subbed to. All right, I like a few hundred people at least. where every time that you guys would do a live, I'd go and I'd hit everybody's ID and go and sub to their, and that has allowed me to keep in touch with a whole lot of people. Rescue. Both
Oh,
you
well,
and
yeah.
Indy did that, and I appreciate the fact that you guys did, carry on.
Well, man, I know it sure helped me through a rough time. And even, like, and I've said it before, good experience and bad experiences, it all gets you to where you are today. So, oh, and by the way, Miss Leslie, because that just reminded when he just did that, the chickens are doing awesome. And as you can hear, Alamo is just doing great. Um, they are right there. Matter of fact, that's him talking a line of smack. The others are in the, oh, I guess that he, oh, they must have gone back up. No, there they are. There's a couple of them are walking around down there. Some of them are probably up there laying.
All you'd have to do is add a D sound to the end of his name.
Do what?
All you'd have to do is add the D sound to the end of his name. Alamode.
A la mode. A la mode. Be chicken a la mode. What's up, KP Heathen?
Exactly.
Good morning. Happy 4th of July.
So, KP, again, I can't even see, I can only see whatever the current comments are, like two. Anything above that, and it skips, so I miss a whole lot in chat.
Well, let's see. You know what? Let's see if I can do something about that. Hold on. Let's just see what happens. Let's see. Let's see. I think there's. Was it here I can do it or somewhere else? Hold on. I'm looking. Because I think somewhere I can actually put the text on the screen.
Moonchild, they forgot that MTV stood for music television. That's what that problem is. What are you doing? Trying to put all the comments on the screen?
Well, yeah, I was looking. Somewhere there was a thing. I remember seeing it a while back when I first got this. I was. I did it, and it was as easy as just I turned this thing on, and then it put everything over on the screen, and it was like, oh, okay, okay. So, huh? Where did I find that? Maybe it was when I set it up, or maybe it's through the.
I don't know. I thought about going live this weekend, but you were already live. This is easier just to visit.
Oh, well, you can do it later. I'm okay. Now let's see. Did that?
What's up, Gmo?
Okay. So did it put a text box on the window?
I
I don't
don't
see
see it.
nothing.
You might have to choose that stuff before you start the stream.
Huh.
Well, that's how I learned everything. Just start pushing buttons.
Oh yeah. Hey, what's the worst that can happen? Okay.
Tag on it. Uh-huh.
I guess maybe I have to do it before I start the stream or something. Or
See, this
yeah, because
screwed up though,
I
Kevin.
turned
My,
it
my
on where it said it. I turned it on, but it hadn't. Oh wait, Wild Dragon says there it is.
see,
Okay, it's showing.
That's where
There it
I had
comes.
a plan, Pola, and the plan ain't working. All right, I planned to sleep in this morning so I could stay up late and go live. But I flipping woke up at 5:30 this morning for some ungodly reason, and I don't know why. And so I'm not probably going to be up late. I'm probably going to do something. And this is Friday though, so maybe I'll go live late Saturday.
So if well, that's cool. I wonder how fast that refreshes. I can see it right across the front of your screen now. I might have to play around with that and then see setting it up. I thought about trying to do something. I don't know. I've had different ideas. I've been thinking about when I start this project because this is going to be, I don't know. I've thought about just recording the day that I'm doing it, and then the next morning I just play that while I'm doing it something else. But I ain't got no way to record it again. Unless, well, I don't know. Maybe I could use my phone for that, and then just release it. Because, I mean, I don't mind. It would be better if there was, I don't know, maybe slowly figure out some kind of some hosts that come in because I'm only gonna go for about 4 hours and then take a little break and then possibly, well, the goal is going to be then I might do another four.
Oh
My
man, they
my goal
rained
is
on
to work
Bonnie's
on camera
parade.
live in front of everybody for at least 8 hours a day. That's where I want to get to, just to show people it can be done. I'll do it
They
in their
rained on
face.
Bonnie's parade, man.
Brony said, "Can somebody put Camo's link up?" I'm gonna have to bring back the chat, and I'll have to play around with that setting, and I'll leave that up if it helps you watch chat. But for me, I had to bring the other one up because okay. There we go. That's back to kind of, I won't say normal because that'd be scary. Thanks, Rabbit. Hey, Miss Tina, happy Independence Day. Sitting on the porch drinking my coffee. Already 80 degrees out. Yes, ma'am. And I know I'll have to go back through chat since y'all are talking away, and then I can select a few more. Move the pics to the top. Oh wow, you're asking a lot. Well, Dragon, I
Man,
just scrolled.
I saw that comment like 3 minutes ago. You must be
I
either
just, I
behind
scrolled up.
or.
I
Oh,
scrolled
all
up
right.
to see. There we go. I'll put it over there. That way the chat.
I like this neighborhood on the holidays, man. It gets super quiet around here. There's nobody around. I dig that.
Seems pretty quiet around there, huh?
It is. I mean, there's not even any traffic. Nobody riding bikes or nothing. It's like this whole block gets left alone on the holidays, which is a good thing for me. I like that.
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hoorah. What?
Yeah, that's
G-Maw
quite a
Merkel.
ride.
What?
420, that 1936 Cord got left in a barn for 35 years. The mice ate the seats and everything. We're going to redo the inside. That's the second one of them 36
Mr.
Cords
Bonnie.
I've looked at.
Hey, Miss Bonnie. Happy 4th of July. G-Mon Merkel. Everybody in here. Good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening. Happy Independence Day. Happy 4th of July. It's good to see everybody. Cole, I can't believe I'm awake. Probably going back to sleep. Hopefully, still having a street dance. Yeah, they're having stuff
Wow.
downtown, but I think she's going with her family, or she's just going over her family. So there's no. I don't know. See, that's another thing I want to get back to is just participating in life.
When I was young, if somebody said something like street dance, I would have thought rumble.
Street dance around here, and I'm thinking that it's like, wait, is there a powwow or something? Because we got the Indians, we got the reservation around here. That or if you get well, street dance could be Mardi Gras, and that's Louisiana. That gets wild. I guess you could. There was a time when there'd be dancing. I don't know how much dancing really goes on now. KP Heathen would be able to, the expert on that.
Do you know how break dancing was invented, Rescue?
How it
They were
was
trying to,
invented?
yeah, it was
No,
invented when they were trying to steal the hubcaps off of moving cars. That's how that was invented.
damn. Taught them how to do that spin move.
Yeah,
Mardi Gras was a blast. Oh man, it used to be. I don't even want to know what it's like now.
I went
Because
to
they
it
just say, oh,
one
the rest of
time.
society. It's like if the rest of society acts the way it does, then why would this one event all of a sudden be different? That's my problem with gatherings of any larger size. Kiss off. There you are. Happy 4th of July, ma'am. I hope Chuck is doing okay. Tell him I
I'm not
said
saying
happy America's
hello.
birthday.
I'm not saying hello to Kiss Off because she has not been saying hello to me. So I'm not saying hello to her.
Oh, are we having a
I
tit
don't
for
know
tat
why.
or tat
I
for
don't know
tit?
why, but I don't know why, Rescue. I'm just going to run with it.
So she just been ignoring you.
Either that or she got me blocked, one of the two.
Uh oh. Well, you catch her on the right day off her meds, you can piss her off.
I'm good at that, and I don't even know it. Hmm.
Well,
That's what I
I
hear,
won't even
Kiss
bother
Off.
asking if he can read your chat because I think we already know he can.
I can be an ass. I've had other people tell me that, so I believe her.
Man, I go watch you. I were to transplant them things this early, and which I guess I could get some concrete blocks and set them right here under this tent, and then transplant them and leave them under here. They won't get direct sun or get beat on if it rains.
I just had a memory flash, dude. Didn't you like move some concrete blocks like last year and regretted it? Wasn't that what you did that you shouldn't have did?
Man, you know what? I've done a lot of things in the past I shouldn't have done.
Mm-hmm.
The
That's why
rearview
we're friends.
mirror. I took the rearview mirror down off the windshield. I ain't got none. I can do it.
Yeah. I totally get it, man. Everybody always tells me to be safe, and I always tell them that takes the fucking fun out of it.
No, I pace myself. I'm learning. That's between my butter bean type. I do that to stretch and stuff in the mornings and kind of get things. And then what I've been focusing on since April was literally in how to place my feet. It's almost like some kind of weird ninja thing, because it really, I don't know, it's and how I'm standing, the way I hold my shoulders, all that matters.
Did you say some kind of ninja thing? Is that
Yeah,
what you
you know
said?
how whenever you're a kid and you're doing like all the ninja shit and the taekwondo shit, it's all about the angle of your foot and you can building the edge and walking on your toes and the ball of your feet and all that good little flexi flex bullshit. You're climbing limbs and all that good fun stuff. And that was cool
I
in the youth, but
didn't.
right now it's
I
just a matter
didn't
to get
know
up and
that
take a
you.
step. When I put my foot down, I have to start adjusting and kind of be aware of because the angle of my yard. That's why I can't do the deep grade over there. I'll take the chair and then I can go back and forth right there, and then get in the chair and come up. I can't. Ooh wee, man. Yeah, the grade gets me. It
Dude,
just
I tell
changes
you
the
what.
dynamic.
At this age, you can wake up and be hurt and not even know why. All right, it just
Hey,
comes
Miss
out of
Greta.
nowhere.
Comes out of nowhere and then you cut off. Did I lose you?
No, I was just saying, I don't even know what I've done sometimes. You wake up in the morning and you got a sprained arm or something and you don't even know how you did it. All right, that's the thing about getting old. When you were young, you
Oh,
did
I
something
remember them
stupid.
days.
Yeah,
I remember those. See, nowadays it's totally different for me. Nowadays, no, I know exactly what I did when I did it because It's literally. It's kind of. It's just. It's one of them things. I've tried to think about how do you break that down. I'm not a doctor. I'm not into all the physiology. I just know shit, and it's how I feel, and it's almost robotic because I literally I've had to start retrain myself from even the stupidest thing from just like, oh wow, I'm thirsty. Let me grab that glass. No, that doesn't work quite like that no more. I mean, it's just every move I make, but that's okay because I'm okay with the challenge. I'll adapt. I've been adapting. I mean, I'm so happy I can walk the parts that I do and do what I do. And I
I'm
didn't
thankful, man.
realize how
I am.
grateful I was till I hadn't been able to do it for about 8 or 9 years. And then it's like, oh yeah, I sure, yeah. So it's a blessing to me. It's my own little miracle per se.
I'm very thankful that I'm still have my mobility. I thank God a lot for that. Right? It's just because a lot of people my age don't have it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And it's not because of some injury or something. It's just they're out of shape or whatever. It's like I appreciate Pamela. She can keep up with me. It's a good thing. I don't want to be like I don't want to have to carry people no more, man. I'm too old to carry
Oh,
other people.
I think that's what's important is having that positive energy to 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 look at the half full instead of the half empty. I really, man, that's been my experience these past 8 years, 9 years has been man. You do that half empty look, and it has a physical impact on you. Like I don't know all the details to it. All I know is the shit mattered, and man, whenever that needle changes to half full, it just does something. So yeah, in a relationship, man, knowing somebody's got your back and that's right there with you, the thick or thin part really does play a big deal, and but you need to encourage each other to stay up, not go down. That it works both ways. You can hook up and bring each other down, or you can hook up and lift up both each other up, and
Well,
it is
that
very vital.
glass half empty, half full thing where they analyze you by who you are. The way I see that is, oh, cool. I get half a glass of water, and I have a glass to go get another glass of water. That's the way I see that.
Well, yeah, but I think the half full, half empty is in reference to life that you do only get one of, so then you don't get a refill.
Right, you do if you go get the damn refill yourself. That's what I'm saying. You know, without a glass, you can't have a glass of water. So you give me a glass half full of water, I'm going to drink that water. I'm going to go get more water because I got a glass. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah, I just yeah, I get what you're saying. Waiting for coffee. Oh, I don't
That's
think
what
that
I
coffee
do.
ever hit you hard enough, piss off. But oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud?
Is this pick on kiss off day or something?
Hey, man, she's like a big sister.
She
It's
got you some nice stuff, dude. I tell you what, my opinion of Kiss Off went through the roof when she got you those flagpoles. Man.
oh man, her and Chuck was they've been awesome. And then it's like the storm come and takes them down, and then bam, they're right back up. It's like that
I
is you just
know.
can't.
I know they're good people.
I wish Pennsylvania wasn't so damn poor, but boy, that's okay because who knows what holds the future. I just gotta keep working at it, and then I'm gonna work at a vehicle, and then that'll be another chapter in life. We'll have to see
I
where that
heard
one
you
goes as I
talking
ride it.
about that. I heard you talking about that the other day. I was lurking or something, and you were talking about how you really wished you didn't get rid of one ride, or I think your motorcycle, and now you're thinking about getting another vehicle. No, I think you need that, man. I think that it's there's some freedom involved. Now, it's not real pure freedom, but there is some more freedom involved when you have some transportation. I'm digging it myself. You know what I went through to get mine back. Now I couldn't live without my mobility now.
Yeah,
That
because
just makes
man,
me want to go work on the truck some, man. That makes me.
uh,
You just
because
gave
you
me
just
some
start
more
feeling so
motivation.
isolated, secluded, and anchored down, and then it's like today, can't go in and see the parade. Ain't no vehicle, ain't no ride. If you want to, hey, I need a box of screws. Well, you just can't go to the store and get a box of screws. Hey, I want to try to go and save up some gas money and you know go up and visit so and so. And that's why, and I didn't, if but see, that's why I try not to do that because it's so easy to in life look back and, well, if I had have done this, if I'd have done that, it's like, I can look back and go, yep, if I'd have just held on to my heritage, then I could have had the truck kit and put that on there, and then see, I'd been able to ride again. But the mindset, dude, I'm sorry, I got 3 different MRIs. I got a doctor sitting there going, oh, you need to get you a chair because this is going to get worse. And another one that's going, no, no, there's nothing we can do. I mean, you just, we can send you to pain management. And it's like, wait, no. And just, man, took that real deep dive. I don't need a track chair. I mean, I won't say that. I mean, that's my goal is to not need the track chair, Gmo Merkel. My goal is to just get a vehicle to be able to go from point A to B. And I'm
I
getting better.
see kick-ass deals on trucks all the time because I'm on a bunch of groups, military vehicle groups, Dodge
Oh
M880
yeah,
groups, could be groups, all that, and I see them in Texas quite often to where, $1,500 for a nice truck, and I can't get it. I don't have that money, and I can't get down there. I don't have a trailer, whatever it takes. But you could probably get something that would be kick ass that you could easily get in and out of. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's not impossible, and it's not. You get the right deal, rescue, or something that maybe somebody already put money into, and they're fed up with it, and they just want to get rid of it. And then you got something that you don't have to sink that much money into it.
Oh
I
yeah.
didn't pay a lot for any of my trucks. I've always gotten deals, you know. And here comes the train.
The train, choo choo choo. He's bitchy. Him and the pups kill me. Well, see, but he's only bitchy kiss off because of just you're mean. I'm just saying. No, I'm just kidding. And yeah, no, Zemo Myrtle, I get what you're saying. Uh, I think you might have missed out on some current events, but life for me is getting better, and I'm able to get up and walk more. And I've been working at that for a couple of months. Just I've had my own little experience, and I've been blessed with that. So I've been building my muscles back up because I do have some apathy going. It's been 8 or 9 years been in this stupid chair, and so that's why I was talking about. That's my actually my goal is going to be to try to get a vehicle so then I can start making little trips places. Going and doing little things. Start building that up, and hell, I'll probably be like some new driver by the time I get back on the damn road. Shit, it'll be almost a damn decade. Although, well, there's been times I've drove with the missus, like when we did the Missouri meetup, I drove all the way pretty much. So my walking sucks to balance it off to. Yeah. Well, that's why I'm slowly adapting. I'm slowly learning how to do it. And I don't know. It's like I said that day, I was talking about just there was something changed, and then there's been just this, I don't know. Uh, Foot brace works wonders. I will say I wish I'd gotten, and I might look at getting me some next month or so with those. I don't know. It's those pressure socks. I forgot what they're called, but they kind of help keep that pressure on your calves all the way down through your ankles. How about getting some of those? Because I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure out what my limits are, or if there are any limits. I'm gonna keep going, and I figure he's gonna let me know where my limit is. Leg break compression socks. There we go, Revan. My daughter's surgery went very well. Home and here, thank God. Right on, Scat Pack. Awesome. My husband and I took separate vacation. It's good to have a little space. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't even know what a vacation is. Hell, I think I hadn't been on no vacation. Yeah. She's been on some cruises, and the kids have been on cruises, whether they've gone on vacation doing that shit. Just, I was here. They gave us some more to talk about.
Rescue, I'm gonna go do some stuff.
You gonna pick some berries? That's what you're gonna do.
I think I am.
I see you.
Got these got these little pine trees I'd like to relocate. Look at these little things.
Oh yeah, let me put you full screen. Those look cool.
Little I think the hemlock.
Yeah,
There's a mess of metal up there.
right. Oh yeah, there's some piping, some ductwork.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in here, man. There's a bunch of abandoned stuff left over here at that co-op.
Those chutes going over look like that. You know, you can those could be makeshift smokestacks.
Yeah, there's catwalks up here and all kinds of fun stuff.
Hell yeah. Look at that freshly mowed yard.
Yeah, I mow half of this dang block. I mow up around the other side of the upholstery shop. There's a big field, and then I got that lot that I used to be on there. I still mow that, and then this, and it takes. I spent probably 4.5, 5 hours mowing here the other day. This is an old a weight, scale for trucks. Like they have at the weigh stations.
Yeah. Oh wow, yeah. So there's some pad scales underneath there.
Yep, it's real old. I don't think it's going to work no more, but it's still there.
And I'm gonna tell you now, those things probably have pivots and bearings, and if you take those bearings out, they're probably like 2 or 3 inch balls, and you could melt that down. There's no, I mean, that ain't nothing but
Look
that's
at
good
it.
old fashioned metal shit. That's what I actually used to work on as a kid for my dad.
Look at this metal sheeting. Look at that metal sheeting on this.
Oh yeah,
We're talking. That's that's half-inch steel, man. And there's a
yeah.
ton of it. Literally
Oh
tons
yeah,
of
and you
it.
was and there's I beams in the ground that are actually all that's floating, and that those pivots and bearings down there are riding on and shit. So yeah, there's a whole like you could take that whole pad up out of there and have tons of metal for all kinds of shit.
One of those beams on that over there, I've seen them selling used for like $500 for a beam smaller than that. I put a tarp
Yep,
there so I could put my generator under there in the rain.
there you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some stuff done. Plus, Pamela's up now, so visit with her a
All right.
while.
Well, tell Miss Pam I said hi and happy 4th of July, and y'all enjoy your day and enjoy America's birthday.
Will do. Thanks for having me up here. I love you all, whether you like it or not, and I'll see you somewhere soon.
Roger that, Carl. Appreciate you hopping up, buddy. It's good to check in with you.
Peace.
Peace. Happy 4th of July. Now he's got to figure out which one. There it is. It's like, which one was it? Which one was it? I won't cruise ever. I get seasick. Well, I did time offshore, so that's what I told her whenever they decided to do cruises. I said I got no desire to go get on a boat and go right back out in the damn ocean where I just came up like off of. I've seen it. Water's water. Yep, looks cool. I don't need to be trapped with people on a boat. And yes, it helps with the blood flow. That's why I was going to do them while dragging. She doesn't want the nerve block to wear. I bet, Scat. But she's in my prayers, ma'am. She is in my prayers. Cola. Have a good day, Camel. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. I've seen the Poseidon Adventure. I just, man, I get it if that's a new experience. But I mean, I have flown over the ocean in helicopters. I have gone across the ocean on workboats, tugs. You know, I got no desire. I guess I'm pretty much U.S. bound because I ain't fixing to fly nowhere neither. I have zero confidence in that trade. What is it? It's 9 o'clock. Where the hell did Bonnie's go? She probably fell asleep. She said she was going to earlier. She probably fell back asleep. She said, "The hell with talking the kiss off. I'm going back to sleep." Look at here. I don't make the rules. I just say it like it is. I was thinking, hey, I hope y'all got something good planned for the day. I hope you're going to enjoy something, whether it's cooking, whether it's hanging out with some friends, family, whatever it might be. I just hope you enjoy your day and let that day represent America's freedom. Look at there, Carl just uploaded a Misty Mountain Drive or something. Look, Rabbit, you're a jerk. So easy to do when you're tired and just listening. Yes, ma'am, Miss Cola. Hell, I've even done it nodded off on my own panel. Monty woke me up. That was one of them long nights. Playing music, and man, all of a sudden, next thing I know, I'm just did the nod during that song. And then next thing I know, mine's going, rescue, rescue. Guess I said, I'm just staying home. That's about it, right? Oh, Jim, I'm a cross cooked straight in a horrid storm. Never been so sick. I was on the top deck looking fish. Oh, where did he go? Where did he go? But this is payback. Rescue, if you want, I can come up in 20 minutes. Let's see, how long have I been on? I've been on for 2 hours, 50 minutes. I don't know if I'll be on, sir. If I am, you're always more than welcome. It is 9 o'clock. I think she'll be leaving here shortly because I think that thing starts in town at 10. I got to get some of this cover up. Do like 3 foot on each side because we are swimming and fireworks on the lake. All righty. Hell yeah. What's up, Monty? There you go. I see you come in. It's the red, white, and blue. Phil R. You hear about Kerrville, major flooding, house washed down the river? Oh wow, no, Phil, I hadn't heard. Hey Indy, what's up? Happy Independence Day. Hey, good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, wherever it works for you, and happy America's birthday, happy Independence Day. Independence Day, the 4th of July. Guess I will good you come back at 11. That would be a big no, ma'am. Let's see, I think I got everybody. If I, hey, I'm glad y'all came and you're hanging out. Hopefully everybody has a good, enjoyable experience today with something, take a moment and make sure you have that time. That's what this is the day. This isn't the day we won the war and everything. This is the day that they all got together and pledged all their belongings and their honor and everything about them. Guys that were in their 20s, strong men. Just got breakfast finished. Right on, Tiger. Look at you. I guess he went up there to chase him out. The dependents might not be that happy today. Right. Count your fingers and toes before you start shooting off fireworks. That way you remember how far you can count. Actually, hell, count them, kiss each one in case if you're going to be that goofy, in case you lose one, you at least got a good view of it before it left. I hope everybody is going to be very safe and has fire extinguishers and water hoses ready and, using your peripheral, paying attention. If alcohol is involved, maybe let somebody else light the fireworks. Indy, you gonna have fun with the kiddos, huh? Y'all gonna go see a fireworks show? I'm just gonna enjoy the solitude, right? Hey, Jerry, happy 4th of July. Scatback says, be safe with the boom booms. That's it. Hey, look, there's Bonnie. Bonnie Kissoff was wondering where you went. I hope everybody enjoys time with some friends, family, just some peace and quiet, just time to enjoy maybe nature, some cooking, grilling, baking if that's your thing. Do a little fishing, relaxing, chilling. Might go down to the dock and watch the shows the marinas put on. There you go. Ah, a reenactment. What, Civil War reenactment, or does he do that, or medieval stuff, or what does he cosplay in? I should call him tonight and remind him. There you go. Guess off ever since we stole those flowers, my neighbor has never planted them. We're going to a community event tonight and then fireworks. Oh, yeah. Right on. I bet they'll have a blast. Okay, I think I told everybody hello. No, there's always somebody you missed. You can please some of them some of the time, but never all of them all the time. I missed the reason. Chat flies by, G-Mom Merkel. This is how miscommunications happen, see? You're right. I missed it. The signature. Yep. That's when they gathered together. Each one of them had already kind of been, pledging those kind of things, but that was the day. It was like, no, this is when we do it. We've come a long way. Last night. You would not believe what the hell is going on here. There's a effing ground mole in the house, and the pups are banging into kitchen chairs. Hell, it's broke loose. Holy crap! A ground mole. Well, I'm trying to scroll up for the reasoning. Right left hand this time. Strike a match, kiss off and walk away. Been there, done that. Yo, dude, you need to go somewhere else. Yo. Yeah, the ground mole has staged an independence here. Right? He's like, you built this shit on top of my house. I have dealt with you. That's it. Here comes your Declaration of Independence. They want the tyrant gone. Oh, yeah, the piece of my for sure. I had raccoons use the dog door one night, and you'd think the Russians invaded when the weenies went. Damn. Stand your ground, kiss off, and tell them not today. That's right. Ground moles are like, Viva la Revolution! Careful, kiss off, moles like holes. You know, don't put your ass too high up in there. Lord have mercy. So, where did the ground mole come in from? Your house is on Block and Piers, isn't it? This little bastard like a pinball machine. Trying for high scores. I just don't understand how you get a ground mole. I don't. Are you sure that's a ground mole? Do you really know what a ground mole looks like? I mean, so you see the whiskers coming out of his little snout thing, or see, I have a feeling that you've got some kind of field rat or something, is what it really is. Basement, but I leave the back door open, fixing it. Oh, okay. Well, he can't. I mean, if you got the lights on, he can't see you. So just at least there's you a safety for it. He can't see you. Yeah, Chuck's back home. Yeah, country is smart ass. He was in the bath. Well, I just find it ironic a ground mole comes inside because I mean it's like what did their feelers touch off of to lead them up out the basement to the bathroom? Did they want to take a bath? Did they borrow the shower? Maybe they just wanted to share the bath. Maybe they're just like, hey man, this is the 4th of July. It's time. It's that day. I'm gonna soak in the bathtub. Maybe he wanted to hit the spot. You gotta be so judgmental. Ground mold doesn't have a tail, you know, like that. Well, come on, I hit it. Nope, it didn't do it. Hold on, Dido. Copied. Okay. Bam. And it pops up. Take that back down. Okay. Nice against the wall. Apparently, Kiss Off has a ground mole in her house, and she's tearing up the kitchen, kicking chairs over. She's blaming it on the dogs, but it's really her.
A ground mole?
That's what she said.
But the dogs would have had to brought it in.
No, she said it came from the basement. Oh, well, thank you. Sausage and biscuits.
Huh.
Yeah, apparently it came from the basement.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Now we have, let's see, came over from the, oh, and then there's the dog. Bam. What's up, buddy?
I don't know what's happening.
Sausage and biscuits.
Happy 4th, everybody.
Happy 4th, Rescues boss.
He's got a mind of his own. He doesn't listen.
Well, he's a man. He won't listen.
Pretty much 100%. Morning, Miss Rusty. Miss Rusty, good day. Love you know it came from the deck. Oh, so now she said it came from the deck. I can scroll up in the chat to show you where it came from the basement and she leaves the back door open. I could show you that if I had to really prove it, but I really don't have to because everybody else saw the same chat I did too.
Oh.
Trying to clean it up.
But what's she calling? A what?
A ground mole.
But why would it be on the deck?
I don't know. That's what I told her. Maybe it was Independence Day. And it wanted the sun. She said it was in the bathroom, so it's like, well, it just wants to fall.
Well, aren't they blind?
This is a Kiss Off story, man. I don't try to make sense of it.
You're
I
right.
don't take that medicine.
Yeah, it depends on her MGs. It may just be a moth.
Yeah, this could be one of those, fish story kind of things where it's really this is like some little field mouse that's running across the floor, but it's become some ground mole and it's knocking chairs over and yeah. So
knock chairs over?
What's up, Paul? Happy Independence Day, sir. Yeah, she said it was knocking the kitchen around, kitchen chairs over, and
how big is that thing?
It's Kiss Off, so it just depends on when she says it.
Yeah, chasing the dog and everything.
Okay. Ooh, my tomatoes are. Oh, sorry. Your tomatoes are so pretty. Except that one little dude. What'd you do to him?
I don't want to tell over. She said, "No, you said, are you on blocks?" And I said, "No, I have a basement, smart ass."
How come you don't tell her what you tell me when I call you a smart ass?
I'm not married to her. It would sound weird telling another man's wife opposites attract.
No.
Oh,
It takes one to know one.
that's not what I say. I'll say opposites attract. Mole's gone wild, right, Ronnie? Yeah, damn lake bird.
Yeah.
It's like you're a little off, son. Ain't no lake.
There was one right over here the other day in the road.
Missed that by about a half mile.
Yeah, rescue. I found a new phone charger that just pumps the power into the phone.
Oh hell, damn! You gotta see that, man.
What?
You got his humping dog.
The phone charger that,
Plugged his
that just
USB
pumps.
in.
Yeah, just
Oh, how
pumps the
funny.
power in there.
America.
Yep. See my little tomato plant?
Oh yeah. There we go. What are those? About 4 foot tall?
Now they're closer to 5.
5? All right, Mama. Thank you. So about 5.
Yep.
Dude, those look. That's pretty nice.
Yep. And there's the cornfield.
Oh wow, look at it. That's getting pretty full looking.
Yeah, it's up to my waist, so I overdid the knee high by 4th of July a little bit.
Just a wee bit.
Yeah.
Well, I hope. Well, my plan is so each one will be in a bucket, and I'll have that metal cone thing as they're growing, and then I'm going to mount. Well, and I might even do it since I'm going to put the shade. I might just make that part of the pole, but I was going to do the strings to where I could run a string all the way, and then that way, I guess, kind of spread them out as they're growing. I guess you just kind of train the lines to go out. And are yours? Do you got like stakes around that you got string tied to that you pull them with, or
No,
what was in around?
these are just in cages.
Okay, those metal cages,
Yeah,
the cones.
they're determinant that they grow to about 6 foot and stop and produce one big harvest, and then it's on to the next one.
Okay, so yours is the one and done deal.
Yeah, I could nurse them and probably get a second out of it, but yeah, why?
Now, did you plant those directly in the ground right there?
Yeah,
I mean, as seeds, or you did little samplings, or
Yeah, I started it in the grow room.
so then you got them up like this, and then you put them in the ground.
Right.
Okay. I know I'll be glad to transplant those because I'm about tired of babying them. Because every day I
I've
got to bring them outside for the sunlight, and it's like, man, see, this is where a greenhouse would have been nice.
right. I got the greenhouse. I don't use it very much. I basically use it for lettuce in the winter, and a couple other things, maybe some peas or some brassicas. Cauliflower and broccoli. But I don't use the greenhouse at all to do my starts.
You got a whole separate room for that.
Yeah, yeah. I can do let's see, 80 flats at a time.
Okay. Well, you got like a bench set up with the little dome things for them and
No, I got
lights.
a shelving system with lights on each shelf.
Oh, okay. Oh, there you go, Monty. Cool deal. My big greenhouse is getting taken over by my grapes this year. Hey, that's a good thing to be taken over by. Hey, happy 4th, Miss Jane. Happy America's birthday, 4th of July.
Well, that at least that's what the history books say.
At least at the day we had some real men that were willing to sign a document and put everything on the line.
Well, they also did that July 2nd too. But we don't have to get into history. We just stick with what the government teaches us.
Well, I mean, I'm just going off of Mr. Larry Horn,
Right.
Hillsdale College.
Right. But this is an argument that them and I have had for almost a decade.
Well, I thought it was the actual 4th was because that was when they were all the completion that they had all been having their own kind of version, their own thinking that way, but that was when they collectively got together and actually uniformly signed the thing. This damn mosquito is driving me nuts.
Well, the Lee resolution was signed on July 2nd. And that's where all the British colonies became free and independent states. And then the 4th of July, the Declaration of Independence, explained why we separated from Great Britain. Because you have a resolution, then you have a declaration, and then you have some form of government set in place after that.
Yeah, little shit. He buzzed by right in my view, violating my airspace.
Uh-oh.
I've noticed that here lately, the past, I don't know, 5, 6 years or so, the little bites, man, the little shits itch more than they used to.
Right.
And it's like, damn, man. And man, I hate it when they get me like on the elbow or some off the wall place. So, what you got planned for the day? You got the family coming over, grill?
No, we celebrated um, Independence Day on the 2nd. But
So you
I'm
going
probably
in?
going to go. I'll probably go down to the lower garden and mess around in there.
That's pretty cool. Your area and then festivals that they put out and stuff.
Yep. There's a lot of them, and my brother-in-law is basically the sound company for almost any community event that's worth going to.
Oh, okay. So the audio system, the sound stuff, is your brother.
Right.
Oh, very cool.
Like at the balloon festival, which was our last one. Um, the, all the speakers around the main stage. We had speakers on top of the freshman campus. We had speakers hanging from the lights. We had speakers hanging in the trees. We covered the whole thing really good.
Hell yeah. The balloon thing was pretty cool. Whoever that old man was in that chair, he cracked me up a few times. I gotta say, because he just did not give. He had zero F's to give. Like, dude, whatever app it is that they use or something, but no, doing that little balloon shit, that's so serious. He was like some kind of NASCAR driver that was just zoned in on this is the pre-flight thing. And that damn
Well,
chair is tipping over, and he ain't even flexing, dude. It's like I ain't reaching for nothing, and it just goes, yeah. And them two women are like, oh yeah, push, 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 push. And then he reaches up and he'll go, he'd set it back up, and then he'd be, yeah, no, 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 no. It's like,
okay, his name's Ron. Super, super good guy, down to earth. Back when him and his brother used to fly a balloon commercially, that they'd have a bank sponsor every year. The first thing he would do showing up at the festival is find me and give me 2 bottles of non-alcohol champagne so that me and my girls could have it on New Year's Day.
oh hell yeah.
And I think it was a month and a half before he did that flight that you seen. He turned 72.
Damn. Well, yeah, I will say you could see a total contrast of the way things used to be and the way things are, because you're looking at him right here, and then after he's getting up, and that other person right behind him and to the left, here comes the fancy basket, and you watch this young dude get in. He's got his little dash thing going on right there. He's looking at his tablet, and he's all in this fancy decorated basket. And I thought, man, what a contrast. Here's the old dude in the chair just going, let me go up. I'm going up. And here's the fancy one. Oh, let me get my little tablet. Okay. And it's like, all right. I thought that was a
Well,
hell of a contrast.
okay, in between Ron taking off in that little chair and the guy taking off in that pretty balloon, another guy took off in a balloon that he hand stitched himself, and he used a garbage roadside cart as his basket. So I wish I
Oh,
would
hell.
have had him done Ron, and then the trash can, and then the pretty balloon.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Blue. Morning, ma'am. Happy 4th of July.
Yep. And that one band, who was the band that I broadcast? I didn't do Magic Boss. That was Sunday's band. Saturday's band was Tribe Vibe or Vibe Tribe. They're really good. I'm glad I streamed them.
Oh, hell, I think they're trying to get Rabbit to go jack a bus and then pick them up and take them to the river.
Well, you better grab a short bus. I know who's in chat.
I don't know, though. If you get a full size one, then you can just cage off the rear part, kind of like a TDC bus.
Right. You know.
Instead of putting the two guards in the very back, that's where you put certain riders, and then everybody else can sit up in the open part.
So Kiss Off's going to be in the back.
Well, now I didn't say that. Gosh, D dog.
What? Yeah, I figure if you get a full size bus, you're going to need something from Department of Corrections.
Oh yeah. Well, I will say now she might be real familiar with them buses too, because she was it. See, she worked for the Department of Corrections, so be
Right.
sure and jacket her up, put her in a jacket, pad the sides and the top and bottom of that back part of the bus.
Yep. I think it'd be safer if we just duct taped her to the top of it.
Well, hey, if you get a station wagon, you can just say you're duplicating the movie. That movie.
Yep. That kind of reminds me of a Mr. Bean episode where he's sitting on top of his car in a lazy boy with two strings steering it.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Hey, can you hold the fort down for just a minute, D dog? I'll be right back. The missus is fixing to leave, so I'm gonna open the gate for her.
Yep. Take care of the boss.
All right, thanks, sir.
Okie dokie. Okay. Everyone be careful. I'm unsupervised. Who wants some jokes and bad taste? I can give jokes and bad taste real easy. Okay. Um, what's the difference between a priest and Woody from Toy Story? Woody from Toy Story goes limp when a child enters the room. Yeah, I think that one's pretty bad taste. Yeah, I'm trying to remember them. Yep. Did everyone hear Alamo? Yep. Yep. Alamo's pretty loud today. Yeah, I was over at a buddy's house, and his rooster kept crowing more than Alamo and stuff. And I started laughing. He goes, "What's so funny?" I said, "It sounds like your rooster's saying, um, your cock did what to who?" Still think that's kind of fun. Um, let's see, what else am I growing? Let's see, uh, just over, probably just over 4,000 onions. I have, um, what, 200 potatoes up in this garden. And on the outside of the other one, I got 400 taters going there. Um, Cauliflower, broccoli, um, Brussels sprout, and I got a ton of green beans up here. And I'm doing my little experiment with some store-bought black beans. I have 7 different varieties, and they all germinated between 90 and 98%, which is really good. Hey, Rescue.
What's up, man? Thank you very much. On my way to work yesterday, seen a duck getting ready to cross the road. A chicken ran up to the duck and said, "Don't do it." And then what? Never, don't do it. Never hear the end of it. Do you grow elderberries? Do you grow elderberries? D-Dog?
Yeah, I have about a fifth of an acre of elderberries, and I have a fifth of an acre of blackberries. Um, I have no idea how big the strawberry patch is, but it's fucking huge. It just keeps getting bigger every year.
No cannabis?
Nah, I don't grow shit I don't like.
Yeah, that's for others.
I don't care. If I can't eat it, I don't need it.
Well, but see, you can. That's just it.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, man.
I don't argue the point. You know, I believe that everything needs to be legalized, where you can just buy it off the fucking shelf. And I don't care if it's grass or oxycontin or whatever. It should just be legalized. Almost every other country in the world, it's just on the shelf. You just go get what you need. And the drug problem is lower in those other countries.
Well, yeah, but you got to compare so many other things. You just picking those couple variables out of the whole thing. You can paint a picture because you just look at just the fact that okay, it's kind of like gun laws. Pass laws, crime doesn't go down. You could legalize all that shit. Drug use ain't gonna go down. It's still gonna grow because it's a society thing. It's lack of
Right.
respect of human life. It's lack of self respect. It's no dignity. So the characteristics of the people is going to set the path. So I mean, I'm cool that everything isn't all legal, like a Portland kind of thing, because unless you're going to come up with some serious ass enforcement on, dude, we don't give a shit what you want to do, as long as you're on your property when you do it, and you don't affect nobody else. Don't give a shit, dude. Do what you want. You want to do street, man? I don't give a shit. As long as what you're fixing to do isn't fixing to affect or harm anybody else, do you, boo? But it's like them, what do you, so now you're just going to go into the city park and drop 2 or 3 tabs of acid. And because a friend said, you ought to try this out. So, wow, you're going to get to go experience this. And then any public that it's not right to put that onto them, and that's why I said, if you're going to open everything up, take the warning labels off everything, but just by God, you do it on your property. Your property, do you, boo, as long as it ain't affecting nobody else. You affect somebody else, well, see, now what the hell happens to their rights? You got the right to do this, well, what about theirs? So don't they have a right to not be jacked with? What's
Well,
up, Miss Sharon?
as soon as you're fucking with someone, then you're trespassing on them. But
Yep.
if you're just sitting in the park and you're chilling out on a couple of, little blotter acids or something, and you ain't bothering no one, fine, enjoy it.
But see, you ought to make that decision because you know your capabilities, not just because some government entity says that, sure, man, it's free reign. Because it's like, so when do you know that person went too far? when they are beating the shit out of this kid because they think the kid's some kind of weird demon animal or something, or when they're gnawing this lady's face off because they think she represents. You know what I'm saying? That's why we already know that it can have side effects. So how about this? The boundaries to this are your property. That way, if you think that tree is a dog, go chew on it. If you think that the world's a perfect place, sit there and laugh and giggle. But what you're doing now does not impede or infringe or affect anybody else. It's kind of like a seatbelt. I still don't understand the concept of that. It serves no protection. Fine, you can say, yeah, there's data that says it keeps you in the seat and helps save your life. That's okay because there's data that says it helps snap that person's neck too. So I mean, they show you what they want to show you.
Right. That the government just gives you selective data to follow whatever they want, because just as much crap that they come up with on why you need to wear a seatbelt, I can come up with the same amount of crap that says you shouldn't. And I have a personal experience where I slid off a road and I hit a culvert and it brought the transmission up through the driver's seat. And if I didn't get thrown to the passenger seat, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah. Oh well, like me, dude, a seatbelt. If I'm driving, a seatbelt, it's 50-50. If I'm the passenger with a seatbelt on, oh no, dude, I'm fixing to be totally jacked up because this whole side of my collarbone is in like 9 pieces. It's just kind of mended wherever the hell it's settled in. And that was after I got ran over. This all has all 9 different weak points. And then I have a titanium plate in half my cervical. So the last thing I really need is to, hey, I know, let me hold your chest against the seat while your head goes forward. You know, it's like, yeah, my head will end up in the dash, separated
Yeah,
from the body that's being held. But you know, and I come at it. I get it. It ought to be a choice. If you feel safer and you want to do it, then fine. There you go. This whole required thing, it's like a helmet, man. You can reach over and go, see that helmet saved that guy's life. Okay. See that guy right there that hit that tree? Didn't help him at all. It split the helmet and his head. So now, you know, I mean, it just because it's if it's gonna happen, dude, it's gonna happen. It just don't make a shit. You know, I mean, that's kind of the way I guess I've come to. After all the things you see, it's like none of it really. I mean, I've seen shit where it's like you literally look at somebody and go, dude, I don't even know how you're here. Hell, I had that happen to me and had a paramedic look at me going, you were dead when we put on live light. I don't know what to tell you. You ain't the one, dude. That's all I can say. And
yeah.
so you
Well,
see things.
I know a lot of people that have been in accidents that have those fucking airbags, and a lot of times when you get into an accident, a lot of times you stiffen your arms and you grab the steering wheel tighter. And I know a lot of people that actually broke both wrists because of that.
Oh, dude, 10 and 2. 10 and 2. It's what we were taught as a whole. I mean, you know, that since we introduced automobiles, people would say 10 and 2. You want to be safe. Now, of course, everybody knows that you probably had one hand down on the bottom of the wheel or one on the top, but that was so you're instructed, and you literally are going to mount airbags underneath those arms.
Right.
And it's like people go to hell. Dude, you know how many people responded to that would get sick because of the fumes coming off of that thing as they're trying to help somebody and the burning fumes, and it looks like just smoke, but it ain't just smoke. It's
No.
toxic shit. And
Right.
it just that's but hey, you know, and it's like really, how about we start holding people accountable for bad driving instead of coming up with more and more regulations? See, but there's that stupid word accountability. And it's ironic that it actually starts with the letter A, which is the first letter of the alphabet. So it's kind of like, wow, because that's where all this comes from. Guns. Want to pass another 2A law. Why? Well, crime's up. Then why don't we hold them people accountable? You think them people that robbing them stores are going to want to rob them stores if they go and have to do hard labor? Not this lay up here and watch Oprah all fucking day, but hard labor. Go beat the ground. You're going to go pick up the highways in your state. Your state's fixing to be immaculate. You got a high crime rate, you'll have a clean state when it's over. That's the way I see it. Chain gang that shit. Yes, this is publicly shamed. Yes, you were homeboy in Arizona, put him in pink jumpsuits, chained up on the side of the road, picking. Yeah, there you go. I'm sorry. Do you not like that? Don't break the laws, and especially these violent type crimes where they're literally attacking people, shooting a mofo type stuff. No, Fire with fire, homie. Fire with fire. Send the message. Not tolerable. But see, we sent the opposite message. That I'll just get some liberal whiny ass that's going to feel sorry for you being confined. Never mind that victim who isn't here anymore and their family just can deal with that loss every day. But it's okay. Let's put the sympathy towards you. Are you college educated now? So now you're an educated criminal. Oh, you learned how to better hustle. You learned the gift of gab. You learned, oh, okay, yeah, it ain't working. Sorry.
Okay. Do you know what action kills more people than guns, including suicide, violent crimes, and accidents?
What action?
Yeah.
Well, I felt like accidents were one of the highest rated things, just accidents
I, I,
in general.
I just took one topic. Falling down the stairs kills more people than guns.
Oh, yeah,
Right? The
I
gunfight,
can believe it.
for putting more restriction on it just doesn't work at all with me.
Well, dude, the healthcare system, look, and yet when you get unhealthy, we were talking about that the other day because there was something came up, and I was like, yeah, no matter what the product is, regardless of the product, if you just look at the old commercials, you just don't ever see where are all the overweight people. When you see the old news footage where they're standing on the street corner and stuff, and you're just watching in the back, it's like, where are all the overweight? And I said, see, we've been programmed. I said, do you remember being a little kid and being actually taught that how many times you need to chew your food, like, 100 times or some shit? And, it's like you'd go brush your teeth. You need to go up and down 10 times, eat or some shit. There was a regiment, and it was this hygiene. Calisthenics were a popular thing. You did calisthenics, and there was activity. The skateboarding, bicycling, roller skating, surfing, volleyball, basketball, all these activities. And then slowly it was like, you don't need to exercise so much. Hey, look, you don't need to go on and spend all that family time around the dinner table making supper and stuff. Hey, get this. And look, you can just keep going with your day. And look, don't you want to, look, you want that extra time off, you know? And we've been, and that's why I don't think there's any single bad guy, because anybody that starts, it's like you might see a heroin dealer set up shop on the corner and he starts getting clientele. Well, your thing might be meth, and you're like, yeah, well, but there's user base around here, so you'll set yours on the other corner. So everybody they'll pick up on that opportunity and run with it. And I think that's how the corporate mentality. It's like the cheap way of doing the shortcuts. And now we're being run by lobbyists. So of course, regulation is the way to go because it's lobbyists. Regulate this so that we can make profit in this. Well, now regulate that so we can make profit over here in this. Oh wow, we're losing profit here, so you need to regulate that. That'll put that in check, and we can make more profit here. And there is this old book that talks about the love of money, but we were worn out by the time it was bedtime as a kid. So much running. Oh, I know, man. It was the running joke was you had the dinner bell, or when them street lights come on, your ass better be back at this house. I mean, there was. And now you're like, hey man, are you going to actually go outside this week? I mean, it's like a total swing of the pendulum,
Mm-hmm.
and it's encouraged. That's the sad part. It's not like, oh yeah, well the parents that do this, they're shitty. Blah, blah. No, 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 because it's the overall scheme. It's the media, the shows, the commercials. Then you got the social medias, and it's all perpetuates that. That's why I think I'm done with all the negative, man, because there is so much. It's easy to just swim in that pond, you know. And I am blessed that I do live in an area where I got my own little personal retards around me. At least I ain't got no activist kind. Ain't nobody marching. That shit just don't fly down here.
Hey, Mad Chad, how are you doing, buddy?
What mad shad? Greetings from the area coast. Damn, I missed him coming in. Is
I,
my chat? No, wait. Did he come in?
yeah, I watched him on the
Oh, there he
YouTube.
is. Greetings from the Erie Coast. Happy Independence Day. There we go. Now I'm lagging. I'm dragging ass, man. I'm dragging ass. Happy
Yeah.
4th of July, bro. Semper Fi. Sorry, I missed you coming in. So anybody else that I might have missed, look, my apologies. Good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, wherever it's working for you. Happy America's birthday. Independence Day, 4th of July, 2025. Welcome to the Cluckin, Alamo.
Yeah.
I lit candles last night, and Chuck said, "That's romantic." I said, "Not really. It's a seance for you."
Oh shit. Poor Chuck.
Okay, ma'am. I usually only reserve this for certain people, but damn, Kiss Off, you're a dick.
Yeah, but
And
that
I'm just
was
picking.
pretty funny.
It's funny too because my chat lags long enough. It's like I don't know if anybody really gets mad at something I say or not. It takes a minute because I noticed that there's apparently it must. I don't know if it's collecting like if it in the background it has to move halfway up before it finally then shows me this because like CJC in there I just kicked up some more.
Yeah. Attaboy.
As usual, I have to go clean up a messy kitchen. Well, good food usually calls for messy kitchens. I'm dragging ass. I can relate to that, ma'am. Oh, yeah. Gotta figure out what I'm gonna frame that with. And that's it.
Yep.
He always got something to say. For the longest time, I used to try to figure out it's like someone's out here, a cat or what. And then I realized, man, that's hello, goodbye, good morning, good night, get your ass in here, finish laying that egg. Hey, you, low water, no feed, cat, bird. It's anything because that's all they do. That's all he does. That's it. For whatever perks his reason. You goober. He is a big, pretty boy, though. Make sure it's something that don't hold a lot of the heat in. Just saying. Okay, Rabbit, what are you talking about now? So I feel like I'm lagged out on a whole conversation. Make sure it's something that don't hold a lot of heat in. Just saying.
Well, maybe he thinks you're going to put some sort of a cover on it or something.
Oh, talking about this. Oh yeah, no, I was gonna do it big up and over the top, so it's like plenty of airflow and get plenty of, you know, sunlight and everything, just not direct sunbeam.
Right, like a shade cloth.
Yeah, that's why I got this stuff. You can see through it, So I mean, but it'll keep it from beaming, and like when it rains, it'll keep big drops from hitting directly on them. You know,
Yep.
because usually if we get big drops, we don't get the sideways. If we come sideways, it's usually the smaller drops. What's up, Cherokee? Happy 4th of July, sir. American birthday. Hope you're gonna have a
Yeah,
good day today.
yeah. Because this is what I did with the shade cloth in the command center.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
Got it all set up. Let's
Yep.
see. Woo-hoo. One of our rebel ladies is getting the parade together at 5. Love this town. City keeps posting canceled. Oh,
Yeah. In my county, we're running sound for 2 out of the 3 parades.
I know here where our fire department's going to pop some fireworks back over here on the lake. And now in town, on down in the town in there, they do stuff. They'll have some parade and usually a few trucks from each little fire department around the county goes in, and then you have your businesses type thing. So, and of course, everybody's got their uh, you got your Shriners, you got your FFA, you got your what is it, the Kiowa, that KIOWA group or
What,
whatever, and
Kiwanis Club?
Kawana, yeah, you got all them different ones, and they'll have their little. I
Right.
don't know if man, it's been about 10 years. I don't know if they still have. We used to kind of get the old Shriner cars, where they come in the little mini cars and do the little
Yep.
zigzaggy thing in the parade. We'd have a few of them that show up and do that. But yeah, I don't know.
And
I
those
don't know no
little
more.
baby cycles too.
Huh?
And the little baby motorcycles.
Yeah. Happy 4th of July, all in live / top chat and the gorgeous panel, brother. Well, alrighty. D Dog, you gorgeous devil dog, you.
Oh,
I'm
stop
just,
it.
Bonnie said it's been raining over here. Well, it said it was the thunderstorms were going to end soon. Of course, they never really showed up, but I'm okay with that because these plants. Which if I'd have known it was going to be this overcast all day like this, I would have went ahead and transplanted them this morning, and they'd have been fine. But I was going to wait till later this afternoon after the sun had done moved over. I might go ahead and transplant them.
Yeah, as far as doing transplants rescue, you're better off doing it just before dark.
Then that way I'll give them all night to kind of sit in there and rest and start assimilating
Yep.
to the new product.
Right.
We decorate anything that moves to go in the parade, right?
I'm just curious what Bonnie's going to decorate as.
She's gonna get her moo and put it on, and then she's gonna hold the oil lamp, and she's gonna be the Lady of Liberty.
Okay. What? No blinky lights?
Or she'll take a rechargeable flashlight and just hold it and shoot it up. She can put it. She can put it in the emergency mode where it flashes.
Yep.
I never worry about when I transplant survival of the fish. Yeah, well, I want them all to survive. I really want to be productive this round. I've gone to great lengths to babysit them so the mosquitoes can eat them. Right? I'm going red, white, and blue. Oh yeah, the missus is leaving now. I think I went to go do that because she came out, but she was just getting stuff in her car.
Oh,
I was like,
okay.
oh, oh great. She got the dogs out, and people are out over there. Yep. See, there's Isla. Bonnie says she's going red, white, and blue.
Right. I see that.
Rabbit got to be tough around here in the Ozarks. Well, I'm fixing to find out if they're tough enough to able to handle this Texas heat. That's why I'm gonna try to give them the shade. I know how brutal it can be. I'll try.
I,
I've
I'll
seen
tell
so
you
many
what,
of the other ones. Huh?
the Texas Heat, I would just tap out now.
Right.
You
That's
know, like
it's 249 years ago. We told a tyrannical world regime to kick rocks. They got mad and tried to fight us. The years following, we pushed them into the Gulf of America. Remember, we have a history of defiance. Only because it's you, sir. Otherwise, dag nabbit. See, I'm okay with the Gulf of Mexico. I just damn it. To me, we didn't need to change that. I'm okay with that. That's been our history. I'm okay, but
Right?
yeah, it's the Gulf of America.
I okay, to be 100% honest, I don't give a fuck.
Well, no, but you're a northerner. Why should you? I don't care what they do with the Great Lakes, neither. Who gives a shit?
I don't give a shit
I
either.
don't even care if you pee in it because by the time it gets down here, it's done filtered out. So I really see.
Well, I peed in it.
Well, there you go. And it filtered out. Hell, it got dropped off in Missouri or something.
Good place for it.
Right.
America.
Open the gate.
Yeah.
All righty, Mama. When are you going to come open the gate?
Yeah, I got it. What do you want me to do with them?
Well,
Rudy's on the porch.
yeah, his ass is stay on the porch, and I guess I'll keep her ass right over here.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing over there.
Well, she's just retarded, so I mean, she'll just do retarded things.
Well, yeah.
That's what retarded dogs do. They do retarded things. Pennsylvania is full of piss and vinegar.
Did she ever catch a rodent?
I don't know. Did you ever catch that damn thing of yours, Kiss Off? What happened? Inquiring minds want to know. See, Alamo's even saying, what the hell happened to the rodent?
Yeah.
And now she'll take forever to say anything.
Love you too. What
Yeah.
happened to the rodent, Kiss
Yeah.
Off?
Now answer the question.
Did you catch it? Did you put it back outside? We set a trap.
We set a trap. Okay.
Yeah.
So what kind of trap is this? Like you just happen to have ground mole traps laying around the kitchen going, oh, well, Chuck's time to put out one of them mole traps. They're back. I mean, is this like an ever occurring event or some shit?
Mommy said she has a new pet.
Yeah. Yeah, Kiss Off, it doesn't matter what you get. A good garlic butter sauce makes everything better.
Hey, if you catch it, just put some Satcheries on it. Everything tastes better with Tony Satcheries.
Oh, no. Let it go back outside.
It wants to hang out in the spa. It sounded like it was going into the bathroom. Chuck's laying on the floor with his mouth open. Smart ass. So you done knocked Chuck out of the bed because he was recovering from surgery from yesterday. So you knocked him out of the bed. Are you going to fess up to that elderly abuse? We see what's happening here. We see what's happening.
I'll just say it one more time. Poor Chuck.
I know. Damn it, Chuck needs one of them fucking little bracelets. Help. She's pushed me off the bed again. I need help.
And I can't get up.
And I can't get up.
Isn't that a little beeper or something you wear around your neck?
Well, yeah.
That wouldn't be good wrapping anything around your neck around Kiss Off. She'll tighten it.
Well, this is true. Yeah, this is true. Stick with the keychain.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. Poor Chuck. The lifeline. Get him a lifeline. Chuck needs a lifeline.
Okay.
All right. Well, do you mind holding down the fort for a couple of minutes, D-Dog?
You don't have to open the gate. I can do it myself.
Well, all right. Well, we'll see how this goes then.
Yeah.
Rex,
I did
you
it for
need
a
to
while.
listen to the.
Well, see, I'm telling you, here's the issue. You're going to go, you're going to open it. Okay, I can keep her. She'll be fine. You're going to get in the car. And I can get her through that. You back up. What the trigger moment's going to be when you stop and get back out of the car on that side to then shut the gate. That's going to be which I'll watch her.
She minds you, so she'll be fine.
Oh, D-Dog left. Well, I'm fixing them. What do I got? 26%?
You better plug her up.
Oh, there he is. He came back. He just blinked off. Got a text message.
I didn't do nothing.
That's what they all say.
All right.
All right, well, be careful.
Okay. I'll be back.
Okie doke.
Bye, everybody.
You want to stay over here?
Have a great 4th.
Happy 4th of July.
Good luck. Kiss off on your groundhog. Or no, what was it? Not a groundhog.
Mole.
A mole. Good luck on your mole.
And poor Chuck.
And poor Chuck.
And poor Chuck.
He needs a lifeline.
Yep.
Yeah, he does.
Poor Chuck. Isla? Get over here. All right, just sit down. Sit down. You're going to chill right here. You're going to chill right here. Hey, bring that tractor over here. Got a tiller blade on it. They all said bye and said happy 4th of July. She said thank you. Oh, no. See, this is the part where you stay right over here.
So you're just supposed to watch that dog temporarily, right?
Yeah, this is just where my son had a job that was going to take him and keep him out of the house for a couple of weeks because they were going to be out of town doing a job.
Right.
And then somehow he left that job and now he works for the state and he's home all the time. And we just ended up with the dog.
Another dog.
Yeah,
So you got a good dog and a retarded dog.
pretty much. Got one that totally understood it. He was young when he got here. He picked up on how the vibe is. This is the way it goes down. I'm cool with that. All right. And he's chill. And then the ghetto dog shows up with like a drive-by is going to happen with every noise. The boogeyman's around every corner.
Right.
Look, are you focusing in on that poor little spider, little jumping spider? If it moves, she's on it. Scott says her bowl is clean and ready for some fireworks. All righty.
Mitch, a retarded dog makes things interesting.
Hey, let's not get stupid. And I'm going to tell you now, you better leave my chickens alone. You're going to learn a hard lesson in life.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Oh, anything that moves, son, should be on it. And she don't. I mean, she does. She flexes on anything. It don't make a shit. Full size German Shepherd. She don't give a shit. And the rooster. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, she would destroy that rooster in a heartbeat if I ever let them out in the yard together. That's all them chickens would probably be going in the blink of an eye because they run. That's the biggest problem a chicken has. They run, so it brings it out in them just instinctively because now all of a sudden you're running and it's like oh, and it's like whoop, and that's all she just move fast. It's like a T-Rex thing. She'll just sit there and stare you down unless you move. If you move, oh, it's on. He's a tard. You are a tard. Yeah, so look, she just now. This is the first loving she's gotten in a couple of days because I was pissed off because we seem to have had an accident in the house with like no heads up, no fair warning, no hey, I might be interested in going or nothing. Just like all of a sudden, boom, and it was like if I hadn't been going to get the cup of coffee, I probably wouldn't have known it for a little while longer. And it was like, holy shit! And so, luckily, it wasn't one of them messy ones. So and then it was like, yeah, well, you just timeout action for you. And then she'd come slinking back in yesterday evening back there looking like, no, I still ain't in no loving mood. I ain't forgot.
Mm.
I'm like, that shit don't happen around here. I went through two different dogs. That doesn't happen. This is easy enough. Puppy, you get a break. Then X amount of time. See, look, that was easy enough. Now they don't do it no more. And then this one here. Lord have mercy. Chihuahua. She is the terrier side of the pit. She's got more of the terrier in her. And so she's got the slender missile little frame to her. Where Rudy's pit, but he's red nosed pit mixed with boxer. So that's for a while we had the retarded dog, but the boxer's finally calmed down now. So, but man, I'm gonna tell you right now, you want to see a retarded dog, a youthful boxer, and then you mix that with a pit, and then you just get yeah. Well, you end up going full Riri, and you're not supposed to, and you do. That's what happens. You're just those shouldn't mix. Now he's all chilled. Age wore him out.
Yeah.
Hey, dog,
Well,
where are we going with this bill? Are they going to use the Social Security 2100 Act? Because I hear we didn't make the bill for Social Security.
I don't know. I haven't looked into it. Yep, that's about it.
Yeah, that's me. I hadn't bothered. I got a copy of it. I downloaded it. Went to Congress when it passed and thought, okay, well, I might look into it later. And then that way I got a copy of it to look at. But I know that I mean, to be honest, I'm a simple kind of person, so it's like I don't think they did anything that's going to screw us any worse than we've already been screwed, and they might have actually righted a few things. And so it's like if we come out on a plus column, one or two things, hey, that's better than being in the negative. Get the freeloaders off of Medicare. Get these, I don't know how many, what was that, like 1.2 million illegals that stole American IDs or some shit. And yeah, I'm going to get them off of Social Security. I'm cool with all that.
Yeah.
Get rid of transgender shit. You ain't doing that. So all you little freakos that thought you won titles, that shit's all being revoked. You didn't win shit. So it's you just look at the wins. I mean, there's going to be negatives because hell, it's government.
Mm.
But I think there's some positives out the deal. It's like the gun stuff. It didn't come out to be no perfect like hell yeah, but hey man, one little step forward. At least there ain't no damn tax on the shit. So that's something. It's better than
Yep.
nothing.
It's more gooder.
Yeah, at least hey man, that's the hadn't seen the pendulum go in the positive in that particular category in a very long time. So hey, score one. There might be 10,000 things on the list, but just one thing at a time.
Yep.
Now it's kind of sad we're always last. Oh, well, there's something about the Social Securities, and what is it like? Well, no more taxes. Uh, on your Social Security stuff, no more taxes. And I think there's something else on the age thing like that. Like I said, I don't know. It's, hey, man, one thing at a time. You know what? It's a good example of, okay, well, we got just a couple of things. So if we'll go ahead and secure the House and the Senate even more in 26 and then in 28, then you can even push the pendulum even farther then, but we got to pay attention on who's going to get in, who's filling some of these spots in 26. Get some of them Marjorie Taylor Greene people. All of a sudden, you got more force pushing that pendulum over to. Next thing you know, legislative can get reintroduced. Plus, I will say there's something about this too that isn't the typical bill. It keeps being talked about bill, but it was a reconciliation, which put it in a weird category than the typical budget bill.
Right.
And I still do believe, because dude, the dude's just, whether you like him, you agree with him, his dad giving him any money, I don't give a shit. All I know is that dude lives a life that other people don't because he can afford to. So there you go. And so people can go, oh, he's apparently smart enough to do that. I like to think I'm a smart person, and I didn't. So there's some level of intelligence, and I just don't think he would do shit that would tear down his own family's legacy. I just that's where it comes to when it comes to him. But I also think that it was going against. I think they had to. You kind of got to take what you can get when you first start fighting back, because dude, there was so much shit to set to go off, because they really thought they were going to steal it from him again, and things were set in place to start triggering, and he put the brakes on all of it. So it's like I laugh. Some of the stuff they passed is called the Biden stuff, and it's like, well, I guess you could look at it that way, but what if somebody different's driving the bus? Yeah, you're still allocated the bus. So yeah, oh yeah, but you don't get to drive that bus. So it's like, yeah, it's like look at the money that some of these places get, but in the back end they ended up squashing the Planned Parenthood. So while USAID might get a chunk of change, guess who they ain't going to give it to? Planned Parenthood.
Right.
And then it's like, who's driving the bus for USAID? Are they going to continue? Nope, they ain't going to continue dishing out to them bogus ass bullshit things. Now, granted, USAID got the money because it was approved through Congress, but it's who's driving USAID? That's an appointed position. That's when you change the driver's seat.
Yeah.
Hey, go to your tomatoes again, D-Dog. I'm going to put you full screen. And then, now, how old are yours?
Oh shit, I don't know.
Man, those things are so bushy looking. So now, wait, go back and then tilt it down just a little. Okay, so then that's the plant, and then that's the plant. So yeah, they're going to get kind of viney and come up through that cone. Okay.
Yeah, they won't get too much taller.
Well, because I've been trying to envision how these are going to end up turning, so I can kind of adjust for them, and I'm overthinking it like I do most things.
Yep, and this is my watering system.
Oh, look at you! I'll put you full screen. Bam. Oh, there you go.
And then in 2 hours, I turn it back off.
Oh, okay. So you don't have, I guess, but you don't do that if the sun's out, right?
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Yeah, I got them all over the place, about every 60 feet.
Well, I didn't think it was good to water in direct sun because then it can bake the leaves.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Yep.
And yeah,
People tell me
Rabbit, he could still veto it. I don't think he would. I'd like to think that they fuck, because he's kind of bragged about how they're really been working hard pushing it through, and so I'm assuming it has stuff that he sees he can work with. And then yeah, Elon. That's one thing I will say, because Rabbit said Elon's going to be the spoiler for midterms. He
I
could be,
don't
man,
think so.
if he doesn't pull his head out of his ass, if he keeps this whole make another party thing, then because dude, now is when you okay, like right now the Democrat Party's kind of falling apart, because it's really
Right.
they got the big push between the socialist communism radical shit and then the moderate ones and then the old school Democrats, and they're like and so and this is what I was listening to. I was it the Patrick David guy or no? I think it was somebody else. I think it might have been somebody that Tucker was interviewing, but they were talking about how Clinton, when he got that let's see, who was it that he was running against? Clinton beat out, and I forgot which like Republican name it was. But apparently they say that he won that because Ron Paul, when he got pissed off and didn't get on the Republican ticket, then he decided to create, the Libertarian Party on his own, split the party. Well, when he did, that pretty much then split the Republican vote, and again, of course, let Clinton rise to the where he won. And so I could see that kind of thing being on an orchestrated level now. But it's like, who comes
Well,
out on top then? Because they're at war with each other, but they're more prone to back each other when it comes down to going against Trump or something. So where the
yeah, but
Republicans are, man, they're quick to sell somebody out quick, dude. A Republican.
he didn't invent the Libertarian Party. It was already there. He just joined it.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he pulled the vote. I think is the way they were talking is there was like a good Republican base, but then that got divided because then some saw him, which then I would say, he would have probably made an awesome candidate, a president. But see,
Maybe.
and just think that was the old school media when you literally had papers in individual areas and TV stations in individual areas, and so now shoot, one simple little email and bam, every Democratic podcast all the way up to mainstream media will get that message.
Right.
They'll rally the forces quick, especially if they think there's a glimmer. If they can think that that'd fracture that MAGA base. And I kind of hate it that they associate with that, but that's I can't fix stupid thinking, but because I'm
Right.
still blown away that it's just make America greater. And where do you live, America? Then I'm sorry, what do you got really issues about your own country being great again, kind of thing? I mean, the mentality of how that becomes bad, it just blows my mind. What's up, Oops?
Yep. Hey, you.
Happy 4th of
But the
July.
yep, the thing that kills me is all the protesters are running their native flags that they fleed away from,
Yeah.
and they're talking shit about America, and it's like, okay, so why did you come here?
Yeah. Well, I was so oppressed. I'm being so oppressed in my country, and I fear for my life, so I need asylum here. Oh, you're not going
Right.
to give me my free shit and stuff? Well, that's it. Let me whip out my oppressed country's flag. Yeah. And it's like, how about we just put a boot in your ass and send you home?
I don't think I'd waste
Rudy,
the money on food.
you got a potty? Hey, go potty. Sorry, here, let me mute myself.
Yep. Rescue's having potty talk with his dog.
Yeah, Rudy, we don't let him off the porch very often because I don't know, man. Allergies. It's these flipping ass cats around here, and their urine, and they spray, and he's allergic
Yeah.
to that shit. Well, he gets out here and he wants to stretch out in the driveway. Well, the cats know that, and they've sprayed all that sand.
Right.
And so then he starts breaking all out on his stomach and stuff. So he knows. And that's why when I saw him come down, it was like, and he just kind of gave me that look like, but I really got to go. So then that's when I was like, okay. And he did. He went and go potty. So she
Yeah.
wants to run and play, but he knows it's like, no, I got to get back on the porch. That's it. I wish I could get her to just go on the damn porch. It's like, get up there and go chill.
Yeah.
There he goes. Okay, kiss off. Right on. Yeah, definitely do not be constipated.
Yeah.
She apparently told Rabbit, if you got a shit, go shit. And it's like, well, that's kind of the idea. I mean, he's been around long enough. I bet he done figured that out. And plus, not to mention, it is kind of self explanatory.
Pretty much.
I mean, even if things go bad, it's going to come out the other end then eventually.
Yeah. Just remember, it's going to be a good turd if you have to get naked for it.
Oh, yeah, man. If you're going to take a magazine and a cup of coffee, you know this is going to be a good one. And it's funny because I take my coffee kind of with me just because, oh, it's going to be a while, even if it's not that part. It's just that, man, once I do that whole sitting down and then the getting back up is a whole other chore.
Yep.
I wish we
I
had one of them damn. Because see, once again, the uniform standard in houses is for flipping ass midgets. I just don't understand how we got here, but
Yep.
then
Rescue. I got to take off. I got to return the phone call I just denied.
Roger that, sir. Appreciate you. Well, that's cool. I think I'm at like 18%, so it's going to be here momentarily that I'll probably be tapping.
Yeah,
Hey, I
well, you're
appreciate you, brother.
13 minutes, you're 13 minutes away from your 4 hour anyway.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
Okay.
it all works out. Hey, brother,
Yep.
have a good 4th of July, man.
Yep.
Enjoy some good time.
Yep.
Well, happy America.
Everyone have a blessed day.
Roger that, brother. Appreciate you.
And my final thought: if you don't know your rights, you're being cornholed.
That's it. Peace, brother. Bam. D-Dog in the house. Hey, look, you get out and about and you're in the populated areas, keep your head on a swivel. You know, not everything's just even a sleeper cell. Oh, you just got people that are batshit crazy and mean and ugly. So you got people that enjoy ruining other people's days. So, spend it with friends and family, maybe peaceful time, chill. Hey, grill you some good food, have some good conversation. Just slow your roll and enjoy the freedom that we are now celebrating 200 and what 49 years. Yeah, we've come a long way, baby. We've come a long way. Pray for Kerrville. Yes, Scat Pack. Pray for Kerrville. They have had severe flooding and houses have been washed away. I'm gonna actually need to go look that up. Absolutely syringe thing. Just keep it. Syringe thing. What? Bonnie be running around. Poke, poke, poke. No, I'm just picking. But now keep your head on a swivel. Pay attention to what's going around you. You put distance. You see somebody starting to do all that fuming or something or putting out that vibe, start putting some distance. Renegotiate your position. Hey, you know what? I appreciate y'all. Okay, so JLR Investigates is streaming the damage about the Kerrville stuff. Sound like somebody firing up a saw off in the woods. That's it. Tree cutting time. Hey, I appreciate y'all starting your Friday with me. I'm going to tend to my tomatoes. They're looking so damn good. I'm going to enjoy this 4th of July as I give my tomatoes independence into their own 5-gallon buckets. Woo-hoo. Hey, y'all make it a good day. Help somebody smile. Just take a moment, regardless of how bad things look and stuff, but just take a moment. And we live in the greatest country on earth. Questionable administration, but we live in the greatest country on earth. I appreciate all y'all. Happy Independence Day. Happy 4th of July. Grill up some stuff. Cook up that freedom. Enjoy your time. Burn a bowl. Have a glass. Peace, everybody. I appreciate you. See ya.
I ain't here tomorrow. If the good Lord says it's my time to go, I don't see that morning sunset. There's some things I need for you to know. The truck is yours if you want it. It'll run forever if you treat it right. When you think of me on some back road, that's because I'm right there by your side. Chase your dreams until you catch on. Leave your doubts in a cloud of dust. You can't ever love too big. You can't call your mom too much. Do your best to get it right. Forgive yourself when you don't. Hope you don't forget how much I love you. I ain't here tomorrow. Don't let life turn you bitter. Don't be ashamed to bow your head. Take it easy on the liquor. Remember what it did to your granddad. Yeah, you're gonna get your heart broke, but a couple of tears don't make you weep. You're gonna find that girl God made just for you. Knows what he's doing, wait and see. Chase your dreams until you catch on. Leave your doubts in a cloud of dust. You can't ever love too big. You can't call your mom too much. Do your best to get it right. Forgive yourself when you don't. Hope you don't forget how much I love you. I ain't here tomorrow. Shotgun in the family, raise your babies by the book, and keep my picture in your wallet. Keep Keep your car keys on a hook. Do your best to get it right. Forgive yourself when you don't. Please don't ever forget how much I love you. I ain't here tomorrow.
Happy 4th of July, everybody. Thanks for being here. Happy Independence Day, America. You people rock. All you mother cluckers, you have an awesome day. Woot woot. Peace.